This is the D6 generation.
Dice are our vice.
Creating not too horrible content since 2008.
Are you crazy? That's like 400 hours of gamer nonsense.
Oh, I think we're well past that. This episode, more Dungeons & Dragons live play. The Sands of Kasan.
It seems like we are live and recording. We are missing our professional recording voice dude who is responsible for all this. He is more of a guest now than a regular. He's got a lot going on, I guess. So we are going to soldier on without him. So we have, we're missing Russ Wakeland, who plays Namfoodle, but we have everybody else in the house. So I'm going to give a recap and then we'll roll forward. So this recap is a recap of 520, that would have been done on 529, which was the holiday, which we ended up playing a kind of a side thing, which we did not record. So I'm going to do a recap, then a summary. We don't have that very often. So first, the recap of what everybody who's here should remember, and anybody who will have watched the video before this will remember. And then I'll do a summary of what nobody saw except for a few people. All right. So when last we left the Chosen and their Guardians, they were in the midst of a heated battle with a mummy sorcerer, Rasabek Nefru. Nam was astride a stone statue with mummies closing in from all sides. Drell found himself on the far side of the room, body drained and bloodied, his lungs burning. Cal was down and covered in a swarm of arcane hungry scarabs. The wizard and clerk were standing side by side, holding the doorway while wielding their arcane and divine powers to fend off the oncoming foes. Things appeared dire as Rasabek Nefru blinked in and out of existence to unleash purple and black bursts of necrotic energy and rolling clouds of poisonous death. He seemed more than a bit miffed that yet another group of interlopers had come to claim one of his treasures. Just when victory seemed out of reach, Azrael called out to the moon goddess, drawing upon her light to force the mummy horde at bay and heal his comrades. With the sorcerer's minions shambling away, Drell and Aurelius were able to take the fight to the undead caster and keep him off balance. This turn in the tide freed up Nam and Cal to deal with the annoying scarabs and the less than enthusiastic mummies. Rasabek met his final demise when he was unable to blink away after being cornered. Once again, the final blow was delivered to your adversary in the form of the divine fury of Sehanine channeled through the desert barbarian. After a much deserved and needed rest, you moved on to the treasure chamber, where two large bone scarabs awaited to greet you. They too were felled in turn, leaving the treasure of Rasabek Nefru unguarded. Coin and precious stones were claimed by all, and the mighty Kadoma, the scimitar of storms, finally became Aurelius's prize. You also discovered a second chest that appeared to be crafted to hold a Kopesh. There was a dark aura about the chest that revealed a connection to the Raven Queen. It is becoming more and more evident that the reach of her shadowy tentacles knows no bounds. All right. When this ended, it was late evening on the 28th of flock time, with Kadoma now in hand and the pyramid properly looted. It was time to return to Kasan. Since then, you have returned to Kasan. Salusa visited. She is the werewolf, kind of the werewolf that used to belong to the Lupine gang, is kind of just working freelance for Filigir, and has been doing some spying on the side, or intel gathering on the side for Aurelius. She met up with Aurelius and Azrael and delivered a message that the Gulema, who also you reached out to with a sending, but at the same time, the Salusa was returning with a message that Gulema was indeed willing to meet and parley and interested in a possible treaty. You also met with Buford, who is another associate of Aurelius's, who has been keeping his eye on those keeping their eye on you. And he let Aurelius know there was a new spy involved, a new player in the game, an elderly woman posing as a baker, or at least that is what she was doing during the days, in the upper wing. So you all went and confronted her, and sussed out that she was indeed a spy. She was not able to hide that from you. Warned her of the where her path might lead her, and then Cal stayed back to do a stakeout and discovered a message was sent to the Mohajir's headquarters in the form of a raven messenger, but he did not touch the messenger or anything. Then the evening came where Salusa escorted you all to the sewers, because that was the lovely place chosen by Gulema and her rat pack to meet. And on the way to the sewers in that evening, you were assailed by shadow assassins. The battle was intense. Aurelius went down, but recovered thanks to the moon goddess's healing again. And you ended up being victorious, but the master assassin escaped and was unable to be tracked down. You dragged your beaten bodies to meet with Gulema in the sewers. She met with you. A discussion was had. The decision to work together was agreed upon, but Gulema in turn would like a favor. There was a creature causing havoc within the sewers and blocking them from getting further into the sewers and closer to the Sultan's compound, which could be useful down the line. So you agreed to deal with the sewer dweller beast, but you needed to rest first. So she put you up in the stinky sewers, sleeping in the one of the chambers that they had in the sewers. And you then dealt with the beast, which turned out to be a sewer hydra, blasting acid here and there. The fight seemed to be going well at first and easy, but then it went nuts on Cal and dropped Cal into the stinky water, where Cal almost drowned on several occasions. But once again, was not only saved by the moon goddess's healing, but by the moon goddess's servant Azrael, who dove into the stinky water and pulled you from the, let's just call it what it was, shitty bath, and threw you up on, you then climbed out, but he healed you up once he pulled you out of the waters. You were able to defeat the beast, return to Gulema, who was very happy with the results, and now you have a alliance with the Were-Rats and Gulema. You then returned to the Golden Camel, where you are now. And so it is now the evening of the 4th of Wheelsun, 157 RE. Cal is just coming back from another day of training. Aurelius has retrieved his Silver Dagger order. And Filigir has yet to contact you all about your next move, quote unquote. Adrizzle has recently informed Azrael that she has located the celestial signet, which he had paid to have found. And while all this was happening, Nahum had left a few days ago, taking the trident after asking Aurelius if he could have it. And Aurelius agreed that was no problem, because he believes it could be used as a key to set up a permanent way in his Waywatcher tower that he is working on in Kasan. But in the meantime, he said that he had to meet with the Elder Council of the Waywatchers, and so he was going to the Feywild. And so we assume that's where he is now. Drell, on the other hand, had did his sojourn out into the desert, so you can take another blessing dice if you don't have one for that event. But if you already have one for that particular event, you can't get another one. But you did your ritual out in the desert again. Yeah. And then you met up with your friend at the hearth. And
friend is such an ambiguous term.
Right. Well, I'm just calling it friend because nobody else knows your situation with her except for you. So she informed you that there was yet another sighting of another Jinn wielder milling about and making many claims in the upper wing. So you confronted that Jinn wielder, who turned out to be a false Jinn wielder. He was dealt with in the proper manner and has no longer claiming to be a Jinn wielder or disparaging your people. So that is dealt with. So now like I said, we are on the 4th of Wheelsun. It is actually the evening. And Drell, you have just returned to the Golden Camel from your adventures. From your adventures. And Cal, you have just returned for a day of training. So you've gotten in another day of your training with your students. And that is where things sit at the moment.
I'm going to announce that I have finished my first copy of my spellbook today. 96 hours later, I have a copy of my spellbook.
There was much rejoicing from Chim Chim the monkey.
Huzzah!
And some other people apparently.
Why am I in the Why I'm in the stables with Nam? By the way, this looks like a very
You're not
clandestine meeting here.
You're not in the stables with it. I'm interested that's interesting that you can see through that since
well, my character's right there. You put my character there.
No, your character's right here.
Where'd he go? Oh, because my character was there.
Can you not see yourself?
I can't see myself.
Can you not see anything?
Oh, because you put a new character there. Very nice.
No, you gave me a new token, and now
Yep,
you
new
have
token.
Doma.
You used
so
it.
your new token
Doma.
is in place.
That's,
Typically the case that he can't see himself. So
Yeah, I was
looking at my old.
I was thinking that I attached that new token to your sheet, so I was assuming you couldn't see through the old token, but apparently you could.
Oh yeah.
So now you don't have to.
great, just what we need. 2 Oryxes.
Right, exactly.
Master Aurelius Drake at your service. All right. So, oops, holiday recap just came up. Wink. Thanks.
That's just the recap. I share that with you guys after I read it, but you don't have to read it because I just read it. So it'll be there available if you need it in the future. All right. So what's the plan for you gentlemen?
We have secured the were rats. They're at least with Loose Alliance with us at this point in time. They may be able to guide us into the Sultan's palace at some point through the sewers, which
I'm not going back in the sewers.
your smell would not be noticed down there.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
I would do Scooby snacks.
Yeah, plenty of Scooby snacks down there.
Would you do it on a train? Would you do it on a plane?
My understanding is Azrael has items that he would like to gather. And
yes.
If you need help with this Jin wielder, Drell, Kadoma
There's no need, no help required.
We would like to assist.
He is no longer claiming to be a Jin wielder, nor is he claiming to be alive any longer.
I have a deep needing to beat Jin wielders up for some reason. I don't know why, but I feel
probably you're catching it from me. It's okay.
And then right now,
aren't you a Jin wielder?
And we're also we haven't heard from.
Oh no, you're Genasi.
He's Genasi, yeah. No, he's against Jin wielders, and we're also waiting to hear from that little stout dwarf that's always betting Nam. What's her name again?
Filigir.
Filigir, thank you. Yeah. Filigir. I can't remember her name. It just the thought comes just bothers my head. It explodes.
That has been thoroughly repressed.
Little dwarf on gnome action going for me. All right, so we're gonna. Is there anything else people want to do? I am going to start working on my second book, and then also transcribe a spell or attempt to. Yeah.
I just want to go after my celestial signet ring at some point. Not by tonight, probably tomorrow. We can still use the rest. We're still hurting the sewers a little bit.
I'm a little beaten up myself.
We'll be bathing again.
Plus, they're closing.
I'm sorry, I missed such a olfactorily fascinating adventure.
Yes,
it
was
no trouble with the turd hydra.
El Hess is working hard to scrub the stench of sewer out of the bathhouse.
Good news, Cal. I can get I get the advantage on smelling you coming. All right.
She actually has several servants, additional servants from the Golden Camel helping her as she tries to air this out to the through the courtyard there.
We identified the gnome as something that came out of the backside of the smell came out of the backside of a gnome. So we're pretty sure it was Nam. All right. So if we have nothing more to do tonight, now the other thing is I'm gonna spend my evening with Jalila if there's nothing more to go on, but I wanted to touch base and make sure there was nothing pressing until we hear from Filigir or we go for help Azrael recover the artifact of his choosing. With no other voice.
I was looking forward to some sleep.
With no other voices, I'm going to spend the evening with Jalila. I'll also be warned there is an assassin out there who is quite potent, and I would be very leery about her because she was powerful enough and used enough poison that she would. I'm pretty sure she would drop even you going by yourself, Trail. It may be helpful if we move in pairs moving forward.
You say this right after declaring that you're going to be going off on your own tonight?
Well, that brings me to my next statement. If we'd like to pair up, either Cal and myself or Az and myself, or if nobody has anything else going on, the escort down. And of course, you have your big man, Urinav, pardon me, down there. You may want to come with me if you don't mind.
I'll join you. Well, have we done our long rest yet?
No, just short rest.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I'll go with you.
All right.
I'm pretty much back. I'm short rest gets me back to.
Once again, Cal, you and I go off into the sunset together. All right, and we're gonna head down to Jalila.
Goddamn vows.
With my ever alert dog hound, the hound at my side.
Okay, you can visit Jalila, no problem. She is mingling with lots of unfortunates in the lower city, and she's going to perform. She usually performs every night to some capacity or another. She does have her monstrous bodyguard now, who is actually Yernev. He wears a little turban-like thing to try to cover up his identity. He actually has like a cloth usually along and a scarf kind of over, but he's also this massive, muscled, scarred individual that kind of stands out with a big axe on his back. But he is trying his best to blend in.
Okay,
He does move around with her. It seems like the other entertainers in her group have gotten used to his presence, as well as the onlookers.
As usual, I will leave Poncho there, my owl, to stay there for the evening and watch over things and return in the morning to me. And then Cal and I will head back if nothing else happens.
Yeah, there's nothing interesting happens that evening, or anything, I should say, out of the ordinary happens that evening. So you're welcome to return to the camel, where Drell and Azrael are. Nam is still out and about, or not even on this plane potentially. And so the rest of the evening can pass uneventfully if you so wish it to.
I'm asleep.
Yep, I'm good with that. Long rest.
A long rest.
I crawl under the stairs and sleep.
All right. It is now the 5th of Wheelsun. And
I'm just excited that we're out of flock time. I hate that month.
Flock in time.
You're still in the low summer. So what would you like to do this day?
So this is the day I would like to be able to go to. I cannot think of his name all of a sudden. Our boy,
Drizzle.
Drizzle, yeah,
yeah,
and go after my celestial signet ring. So that'll be really helpful for future.
I have your celestial signet.
Aren't there some people we can beat up just to get 1,000 hit points real quick? I mean, 1,000 experience points real quick.
That's what I was also thinking.
That's what we're doing.
You guys should update Craig on your current experience.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do it in chat. What I'm putting in chat is our existing experience points. Okay.
Okay.
For the
They
entire
actually
party.
did quite a bit. So
Yeah, we're like 1,000 away from 10th level.
you missed out on Joe having 2 death saves. If he rolled a 1, he would have been dead. And Cal had 2 death saves. If he rolled a 1, he would have been dead. And a straight up regular death save. If he'd failed, he would have been dead. And he didn't.
Wow.
That was pretty dead.
Yeah, he was in trouble. He was drowning in sewer water, so it was awesome.
We were missing your 120 hit points there, Drell. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But you know what? It was all
heal.
What can I
that would have helped
say?
me.
You couldn't have my axe.
it was all poison and acid, so you would have gone down too. Trust me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to move you to Indrizzles. I think I'll have to, unless that token's still working for you, Joe. I can update your token.
It is. Yeah, that token.
Holy, but what?
All right, we'll just leave it there then.
Whatever you guys did, we went up almost 10,000 points.
We were busy.
Yeah,
That's right.
It was a
That's
long
right, you were
day.
here for a
Well,
while.
I don't think you were around to receive the pyramid.
you didn't
XP.
get
Oh yeah,
the
true that as well.
You didn't get the
So there
pyramid
was a huge
experience. You didn't get the experience
Yeah.
from the assassins. Or from
So
the
yeah, so there was the statue experience. There
Yeah.
was the scarabs. There was the mummies. There was the sorcerer mummy.
An orange
And
beat up
there
a
was
couple little
the
kids.
assassin attack, and then there was a giant a hydra. So
That's a lot.
there was a lot of
Welcome back.
action going on. Part of
Yes,
some of
that
which you were
sucked.
part of, but you just hadn't been awarded the
Hey,
experience.
most of which.
Well, you somehow got the equivalent in experience for beating up a false.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Clearly that was important to the universe.
It was. So
I'm going to ask Drizzle what he's got for healing.
in Drizzles does not open till 10 o'clock. Remember, he's a late starter.
Yeah.
So you arrive there at 10 a.m., assuming you have a hearty breakfast at the Camel. And you are at Indrizzles, and he's like, welcome, my friends. It is so good to see you again. I imagine, this is excellent timing. I have just come to finding something again for you, Mr. Aurelius. I have located what have I located for you? I must check my ledger because I forget these things. Let's see.
Compared to the sword, it's going to be a cakewalk.
It is. I have found an iron stone for you that is of the fortitude variety and will make you stronger and hardier.
Oh. All right. Well, right now, I thank you, and Drizzle, and that may be something we'll be looking at shortly, but currently we're looking
Yes,
at...
I would just remind you that the location will cost you some thousands of gold, which will be, because this is an item of no small water, as they say. It will be a mere 10,000 gold.
Well, right now we're currently looking at the celestial signet. Or signet
For the servant of the moon goddess, then. Oh, most excellent. So you will be wishing to go there today, then?
That would be the goal.
Azrael is
great. And you want to go right now at this time?
Yeah, if you can do that.
We are ready.
Can I purchase a healing potion? What do you got for healing
yes.
potion?
We had some adventures in the downtime.
I must check what I have for the healing potions because you would keep. But it's been a few days now since the last purchase. Not too many, but few. Let me see what I have. Most excellent. Well, you actually bought me out completely last time. But
yes,
you see what that I've made. It has been 1, 2, 3, 4 days. That will be I have 6 regular healing potions.
Who wants them?
Well, wait till we'll see what else he has.
And then I have 1 greater healing potion. And I have lucky I have 2 superior healing potions.
I'll take one of those.
I do not have a supreme. So superior are
500
of the expenses.
500 superior, 150 for the
superior is 500. The greater healing is 100, and
100.
the regular is 50. So what are you buying?
I'm buying 1 superior, and I'll take your greater too. What's the greater?
The greater is 100.
I'm going to take.
I have 4. 6. What was that?
I'm going to take 4 of the regular ones.
4 regulars for 50 each.
Yeah.
You don't want the other superior?
I am remaining with 2 regular and 1 superior.
I'll take one of the superior or the last superior.
For 500 gold?
Superior.
Yeah.
You are wonderful customers. I just keep making it and you keep coming.
Yeah,
all right. Nobody wants the last 2 healings. They seem so lonely in this box.
I'll take them.
Yeah, sure.
I'll take them.
All right. That would be another 100 gold for those 2, so 50 each. And now I have no more healing potions, and I'm feeling good about this day, and you will be feeling good when you must drink these.
What's the superior do?
Superior's
8d8.
8d4 plus 8.
Yeah.
I believe it's 8d4 plus 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other one is 4d4, right?
The other one's 2d44 plus 4.
That's greater, and
That's greater.
regular is 2d4 plus 2.
Correct. Yeah. So 100 essentially gets you double the regular healing potion, and then superior.
So now that you have all your supplies, I will be telling you where you will be going. And then if you want, it will be 75 gold for teleportation scroll there and 75 gold for teleportation back. So that would be 150 gold each if you'd like to return, or if you wish to return on your own. That is, then you do not need to spend this money. Are you interested in these scrolls?
Yes, let's see.
Well, let me tell you where it is, because if it
tell us where it is.
Yeah, I need to give you the money as well for that.
It does not happen to be around the corner. Yes, that will be That will be, let's get rid of this ion stone. We are looking at Signet of the Celestial now. And he makes a minor image of this. And he says, all right, this is the Signet of Celestial, the Signet of the Celestial. And this can be found, it is located east of the fortress city of the Blood Axe Legion, nestled in the western edge of the mountains. Let me give you a complimentary map and mark it on here for you. Pulls out one of these maps. And I gotta move you guys there.
It will run into a bunch of other Slayer killers.
And let's see here. Move you to digital map. Goodness. All right. If you go north of the Emperor's Tower, so the middle is the Emperor's Tower. If you go north, you'll see this is the Blood Axe Legion's fortress city. And so this, if I can use this new layer system. GM layer. There we go. Move that to map land. And you should see a new icon just appear there.
Right here, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, look at that.
This is known as the castle. It is a ruined castle, but it is known as Castle Dython or Diffin, depending on your pronunciation.
Looks like one of the bad guys from Dig Dug.
O-N. What's that?
It looks like one of the bad guys from Dig Dug.
That's exactly what he's based on, Greg.
That's right. There you go.
You attach it with Big Pump, it blows you up.
Nice.
So
Oh,
will you be
that's
liking
Dig
a
Dug.
teleportation there, or will you be finding your own way to Castle Dython?
No, I would definitely want the 150 for there and back.
All right, so that will be for the four of you. I noticed your short one is not with you this day. So for the four of you, that will be on the, it would be 600 gold. So,
Do you take platinum?
oh, I love the platinum. It's very nice.
Just checking. I'm not paying you in platinum. I was just curious.
You are funny. I would be.
Do you take silver?
I take anything that is the coin. And
All right.
Should have
All
paid
right.
it.
you'll
Pay it
take
up.
all in copper if you
Pay
have
the
it.
paper.
Not yet.
I do
That's
empty.
a lot
I do
of
a lot.
copper. That's a lot of copper, as
I
they
thought-
say in the Undercity.
It is.
I do pay in a lot of copper and silver, so here you go. Empty that crap out.
It was what 1,400.
It is. Oh,
Yeah, he
So-
makes a gesture, and an invisible servant or something of some sort of nature starts handling the coins and putting them into some sort of bag that continually seems to hold them.
It was 14,000, if I remember correctly.
yeah.
It was 4,000 something.
No, it wasn't 14,000.
It was 14,000 my sword. I know that.
It's I remember it's like 4,000 something.
Yours was way cheaper than that. It was.
Wait. The sword was cheaper than this thing we're going after next?
Oh, no.
The other way
This
around.
thing is
The
cheaper.
sword was much more expensive.
This thing is way cheaper. Don't worry.
Just
This thing
checking.
is way
In
cheaper.
so many ways.
Yeah, this thing, all it does is give you advantage on saving throws versus enchantment.
Oh, what's his ring?
Oh, that's all I remember.
Oh, it does a lot of
uh,
good things. Up
I
my
know.
DC one.
I wrote it down. He doesn't need to know that. He's a barbarian.
It's 4,500 gold.
4,500 gold. That's right. Yeah. All right, so I just gotta empty out the vaults and do all the math here. So that's 2,370. It's gonna be plus that.
So let me know when you are ready.
So
Yeah.
150 gold each to get there. And
Well, that gets you there and back. But
yeah. It's only 395 meters, so
I might write a book about this. There and back again is what you're saying?
that's
Yeah.
miles.
a barbarian story.
You would be horribly
You guys are actually down here.
Yeah, Kassan, yeah.
So it would be 405 mile.
Oh, those miles, not meters. Okay, so
Yeah, it's a mile.
I got meters.
That might be in Drizzle's autobiography.
You would
All right, that's okay.
encounter a chaotic evil lawyer.
He who has Blurry's maps with no actual range modifier on them should not throw stone.
I throw lightning. All right.
All right. So we'll move you back to in Drizzles for the, well, it's not going to matter. So are you
I think we're all good, right?
Before we teleport, I'm going to pull out my staff. Oh, the charge went up. Hold on. Pull up my staff, and I'm going to upcast False Life again because that never gets old.
That has saved your life, actually.
Yeah, many a time. And so I am going to, and now I'm ready to go. Once I cast.
Right.
Cal, as well. I'm going to put Death Ward on you. Let's try this experiment again.
Because you're most likely to need it.
Most likely to die.
He moves you into the circle, the teleportation circle, and he makes a few adjustments, says a few words, touches some different runes, and then it recommends that you use your scrolls. And I assume you do.
Turn one. Yep.
I refuse. He's not the boss of me.
Let me check real quick something before I put you in.
Joe rips up his scroll. Stupid magic.
You can't tell me what to do. I'm walking. I want my copper back.
Here we go. Perfect. Nope, not perfect. All right. Looks perfect. All right. You arrive.
Okay. Oh, the old Castle Dythion, ruined fortress, eh?
So
There's a dragon.
You guys are on the left. I see this left.
Nam made it too. Sweet.
Nam is not actually there.
Damn it.
He was there just in case. Why is he seeing how to? Oh, Brian. No, that's good. So let's get rid of him.
Lord.
They teleport you into a spot. Now, I gave you the overview of this place, and it's actually daytime and brilliant out because you have a bird that can see everything. So you can see the castle.
Man, Aurelius, you look so cool, except you're so tiny and pixelated. You cannot see anything.
You should be able to see most of this place. So what you're looking at here is there are most of the little figures on there are actually these 3 foot tall dragon-like humanoids. And they've got they don't have them in the picture, but because it's daytime, they actually have hoods up. You know, they kind of have the cloth of their hood just goes over the shoulder, not wearing much clothing still, but then it has a separate hood with just a little kind of circle base thing around it. I don't know what they call that actual thing, but you all know what I'm talking about.
Cowl.
A cowl by itself is just a cowl?
We call it
The hood by itself, I believe, is a cowl.
All right, we're going to call it a cowl. It has a cowl without the cape part. So they all have these cowls on, shading their eyes. And I'm giving you this based on what Poncho is seeing. I'm assuming Poncho is out and about.
Yep,
because
with the scout.
So you see, so these are the little guys that you're seeing. You guys have been around quite a bit to realize, and they're red like this too. So you are aware what kobolds are. So they're got the little horns. They have the elongated snout like a dragon, even though it's a tiny little head. And they have the backwards knees and the clawed feet, scales on their arms, and their skin is most of them have a reddish tone with varying colors of red and some scaling around the shoulders and their toes. They do seem to have slings. They don't look too formidable.
Very long hand testicles.
They have slings and daggers on them, just like the picture that you were shown. And you can see their various areas they're milling about. The other point of interest that you notice while flying around with Poncho, they don't seem to take much care. None of them are looking up directly into the sun, and it is a brilliant day out. So they seem to be kind of looking down, looking over the walls. Most of them seem fairly bored in their duties. But you notice in the courtyard, if you want to zoom out, down here to the south, yep, somebody just put an hour. There's a different four-legged creature, and there is another one further down, maybe? Yes, further down. There's a second one roaming the courtyards. And these are... there's another third one. Yep, they're roaming around the various courtyards, and they're more like a dog-type stature, and the size of a big wolf. and they are also of red scaled. They look like some sort of drake or guard drake. And I will show you, throw up a picture for those of you watching, including the players. So they have large heads with like fin-like fans or coming out of the sides, kind of like a red dragon might. And they're on all fours, heavy scaling on both their underneath and their backsides with long tails, also with fins along their spine and along the tail, the spine of their tail, and other barbed areas sticking out from around their chins and cheeks. And they are sniffing around, patrolling around. Some you see at this one over here is just chased a large vermin into the crates. And so now is over here. So they once again don't look overly excited with what they're doing. This one walks over here as you watch and starts gnawing on this fallen wood here. And so that's what they're up to. So
I vote we don't recruit this lot.
And you can see.
Is there any chance that the signet of Celestials is, say, visible from up here?
You do not see it with your bird. You see two kind of larger structures. Let me give you more detail too on these. So the largest structure is this kind of keep here, where I'm pinging near the 9. This whole thing is one large structure, and the main keep tower is 50 feet high. So that's this big tower right here that's close to you, and then the gatehouse tower, and also this tower here. So the gatehouse is way down here. So the path, if you were to follow it, wraps all the way around and goes down to where there's a little drawbridge or a little bridge structure all the way down to the south. Yes, exactly where the river is down there towards the southeast. And those gatehouse towers are 30 feet tall, the bigger gatehouse tower. And then the main level towers, so the main towers that are around the walls don't seem to have internal structures. They're 15 feet tall. And then there are some little bit taller towers that are broken off that used to be taller. And those are the ones that you can see the exposed inside in. But the ones where you don't see any openings or inside, those are 15 feet tall, and they're just kind of part of the wall, like a little bit taller than the wall. The walls are between 12 and 15 feet tall. And that is the majority, unless you have any more specific questions. It looks like flying around the entrance to the keep is right there. Yeah, where the stairs are. There's a door underneath this where these ramparts are. So that is the entrance to the keep. And as you fly around, it looks like I'll show you this picture. This is kind of what the keep looks like, but not really. The map is what the keep looks like. But that tells you the directions of where you guys were too. And then the other thing you notice it's a little tough from the angle with Poncho, unless you want to get him a little lower, but those doors, there's multiple levels of that keep. The keep itself is 2 levels. And then the tower is an additional level above the keep. And then it has the roof as well. So, and you can see that there's an exterior door from the tower to the roof of the keep that comes here. Right, actually here is a door to the keep, and there's another door on the roof to the other tower. And these are the roofs of the tower that they're on. And there's another door to the interior here with a little balcony off the back. So there's quite a ways in. And there does seem to be arrow slits in various places around the keep walls. And the towers have them everywhere, especially the main towers. There's like arrow slits everywhere. They very much match the arrow slits in the ramparts. So you can imagine those are on each level. So that is the layout of this place. It is large, but right now the guards of this place do not look like.
First of all, most important thing, kobold's knees are not actually backwards. They actually shaped like a lizard's. I noticed that. I have a 19 nature check, so I know that. That's the first thing. second.
Lizard's knees are
Thanks, nerd.
You brought the wizard. I'm going to give you my wizard.
Actually, by the way,
The kobold is technically not a dragon.
is the lizard humanoid form?
They don't breathe fire, and the drakes after me.
So is this tower here the one I'm thinking there with the two
that's the
kobolds?
biggest
Is that the
tower.
highest
That's
top?
50 feet tall. Yeah. What's that?
So is the top of that, would that be visible from other parts of the castle? Or if you were to get up there, would you be able to do things unseen?
The top of it is visible from other parts of the keep. Let me just double check to see that the tower to the east of it might be the same height. Let me just double check real quick.
Okay.
It is 1, 2.
So the question is,
that tower is the exact same height. So if you were on the big tower,
That guy would see what's
this
going on.
one
Okay.
directly to the east of it would also see the same level. So they're the
So
same.
never mind that idea then.
so well. The question is, as far as an assault goes, do we want to try and sneak up, get in, or do we want to just and try and bust?
And Drizzle did put you in this area where you at least have these trees between you and them.
Yeah. Well, my thought with this, who's our other sneakiest person?
Drill.
We can all be pretty sneaky if I call up the sands of the desert.
The question you can say is how we get Azrael in there.
Well, my question
that's
was,
true.
how long would it take for someone to attune to my boots?
A long rest.
long rest.
We learned actually it's a short
Oh,
rest.
what did? Okay.
Was it
But it
deattune, take a short rest, then take a short rest?
It takes one short rest to unattune and one short rest to attune. Unless you want to do the quick way to unattune, which is you die.
Oh.
So that's an
I
option.
do that
seems
pretty much
excessive.
all the time.
That's called
So
a
if you
long rest.
really wanted to save time, you could let them slit your throat. Then you could take the boots, and then you could revivify him.
Let's
And-
leave that as plan B.
So
So that would
the
save you an
question is,
hour.
do we want to go through the walls of this? Do we want to? What's the best way to sneak in? Because
Yeah, I'm trying to see where it's.
What about your evil eye?
It is daytime right now. It's about 10:30 in the with all your transactions got to you about 10:30.
What if we wait till
10:31.
tonight and try to sneak in?
they'll probably be able to
Could
see
wait
better at
until
night.
evening, yes.
Yeah, my understanding.
They're much better during the night, from what I know.
Well, go ahead.
Actually, do I know that?
You want to give me Arcana checks? Anybody who is interested, you can get complete details, and so you don't have to guess based on.
Yeah, they might be weaker in the daylight than
The hoods, I'm
They
assuming.
certainly are acting as if they're sensitive to the light.
I'm an oracle.
That
I
is
can tell you
absolutely true. Craig passed his insight check.
Craig didn't roll an insight check.
That's why I said Craig, not Drell.
Oh yes, that's true.
But-
Oh, I was just chided by the dungeon master.
Oh no, I was saying you did a good job as their player.
yeah.
So the both Aurelius and Cal, Drell, if you want to, that's an insight. Well, the insight I'll give
Yeah.
you something different for. But for the Arcana check, these are 100% kobolds. They seem to be of the fire variety, but most kobolds, it doesn't. There are some with that roll. You know a little bit about kobolds. There's a variety of kobolds. There's some tougher kobolds. There's some ones they call shield guards that usually are used to protect treasures or nests, and they're a little tougher. And some of them can vary the protection. They can be protected against certain elements. Some of them, their protection, just based on their birth. But these particular individuals, these little weenie ones out here, from what just looking at them straight up, they shouldn't have any particular protection, and they are sunlight sensitive. So they mechanically wise, they have disadvantage to spot you, perception check, and disadvantage on attack rolls. So they're not very good at seeing things in the sun. At night, they have their dark vision is limited to 60 feet. So anything
Plus
outside
they are
of
wearing
that,
owls during the day.
they are wearing cowls during the day. You're not sure what that benefits them as far as seeing you. You also know, because you know so well of them, they're not mighty creatures by any stretch of the imagination, but they do get better in numbers. They're kind of like wolves that way. If they get you surrounded, it's to their advantage.
All right.
Get that? Everybody pick up on it.
Yeah,
I
gotcha.
yes.
That's
Oh,
true.
it's to their advantage.
Tactics.
So that is what you know with them. As far as that role, they often have drakes as pets. The drakes are not affected by the sunlight. They don't have little cowls on them or sunglasses. They generally can see in the dark pretty well. They can understand Draconic, which is the common language spoken by kobolds, which you also know. They are beefier and tougher than the kobolds, and they vary from one drake to the other. And you imagine that them being red, they are probably resistant to fire.
We should convince them to rise up against their kobold overlords.
Insight check. Insight allows they're very bored. They do this job, but they don't look very interested in their job at the, especially now. They are definitely the insight, you can tell, even without what Aurelius just told you about. You guys are sitting down here crouching, whispering, I assume, behind this thing. They don't seem, even with you down here whispering, on the other side of these bushes, only a mere 60 feet or so away, not even that. It's more like 30 or 40 feet away. They, especially this one right here, I mean, they are patrolling a little bit. They're not static, but they're very bored in their patrol. Actually, these two over here are, they're like, hey, didn't you speak Draconic?
No.
No, none of you speak Draconic? All right, never mind. They're talking about it very casually.
You ever wonder why we're here?
Look at those guys.
Your insight leads that 26 insight. You think they're talking about the latest model of chariot. So the two of them are chatting it up for the moment, but again, they're interacting and then moving on. But it's like they're bored, and then when one of them thinks of something to say to the other, they kind of get together to talk for a second, and then they go back to being bored. So once again, the big thing from the inside is they're not very even. And again, the drakes are more interested in finding something to eat. But based on between your Arcana check and your insight check, they are guard drakes, so they probably have sensitive noses and such like that. So that may be an issue. But the kobolds themselves seem very
Aurelius,
there.
Would it be worth having your eyeball do a once through with the castle?
It would.
There are arrow slits on the sides of these castles, so you could probably slip
your magic eyeball.
Yes, it would be an excellent idea. The only problem is I didn't expect to be scouting, so I didn't prepare it.
No, it happens.
Would you like me to scout?
Yeah, I mean,
I do correct the base of the tower. The base of the tower and the keep does not have arrow slits, so it's because it's below the wall. But the towers, the second level and third level of the towers have arrow slits, so you could go in there. And the second level of the keep has arrow slits, and so does the second level and third level of the smaller tower. But again, the bases have no arrow slits.
So the question is going to be, how do you approach this, and then do you think you can scout it without being noticed? Remember, those drakes that are in there do not, I repeat, do not have any disadvantage. They can smell you, and you haven't quite washed cleanly yet.
I think everyone can smell me.
You're disguised by the smell of shit.
I've showered plenty of times, or bathed at least.
So the question is, do we think we can get into this tower now? Did you bring stone shape on the off chance to get through?
I did not anticipate a keep.
Oh, yeah, I didn't expect this either. So this is a downside.
Curiosity, what did you expect?
How long would it take? Is that a long one?
Another pyramid?
Another pyramid?
I don't know. These are always interesting and random.
I could show up to be a giant dragon here we could take out. All right. So my 2 cents on this is this is an opening through the roof?
It does appear to be an opening through the roof. Yeah. By looking through it, you're not sure if it's a clear opening because there's lots of wood still. The stone is broken away, so it looks like it's not very secure. So you could sneak through there if you move stuff, but it's not a very clear visual. It looks like stuff. It might have been straw and stuff stuffed in there, just to block. I mean, it's the sun.
How do we get? So I can get up the wall. Drell, can you get up the wall?
Probably.
And Azrael,
I have a potion of climbing.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Again, it's 10 a.m., right? Or is there like a central mountain time and it's actually 9 a.m.
It's closer to 11. No, there's no. Okay. I don't have different time zones in the world, so it's closer to 11 o'clock.
So we should have plenty of daylight. Like I said, if we want to give
Nice thing about
our
having your own
tank a chance to fly.
You don't have to have any time zones, and all your months can have the
Yeah,
same number.
we could do that. We could get, if you want to put a drill in the boots, that would put drill. You have a free,
I actually have a potion of flying. You want me to just use that?
If you want.
well, that's faster. Yeah,
How long does that last?
an hour, I think.
Okay.
Which should be the time we need in here.
Okay.
I think. Wait a minute. Maybe I don't. Yes, I
You
do.
definitely did. We gave it to you.
Yeah.
Dude, everyone's giving Drill everything. What's going on here?
What's
Hey,
up with
man,
that?
I don't even remember how I got that.
It's very rare.
You got a book, you got a flying potion.
It's 1
Oh,
hour,
Lord.
and you can
I
hover.
gave you the book.
No, I gave you the book.
Stop your bitching. No, as soon as I was done with it, I gave it to you. It's not my fault the pages are blank now.
So,
Like your mind.
You could, it's
child,
a
just like
perfectly
your
good
mind.
journal. You could start journaling.
so this is my
Yes, let me
suggestion.
start with Drell is an ass.
Okay, here's my suggestion. My suggestion is that
Dear diary, Drell sucks.
we have
Dear
Drill-
diary.
we have Drill use his, thing of the wind, come up here,
Castling of the wind.
and then kill these two guys right here. We have we have our able-bodied Cal come through here, come up and take this guy out. If you guys can do that quickly enough and quietly enough and not set alarms off, and this really is the key, that will allow us, then Cal can come back here and join us, and we can all come up to the top here and see if we can get down through this.
Double check so this guy is definitely lower, the one on the balcony down here.
Yeah.
Let me check the one on the front of the keep. He's lower too, but let me check how much lower.
And the idea is we're taking out the top people here. And then, if we take these guys out here, 1, 2, 3, and they're kobolds, unless they're Johnny kobolds, they should be just regular kobolds, in which case we should be able to take them out. Cal, you have good enough speed and walk up the wall, hack this guy with everything you got, and then get down the wall and come back to us stealthily. If you want to, you can cack this guy in the way if they're easy enough to cack. The idea is that clears this entire back way for us to get in either this way or, I'd like to just go right through the back wall.
We also we don't know what's inside is the problem.
This guy up front is he's 30 feet up from the ground, and the guys on the top of the tower are closer to 50 feet up.
Yeah.
And the guy on the balcony is even lower. He is
So
Yeah,
by
I'm
the
definitely-
wind thing, do you mean you want me to conjure up the sands of the desert?
Well, whatever. I just want you to sneak up. I need you to be able to get up on the wall and kill these guys.
Yeah.
Right. And the idea is now, once we hit the enemy, this might all fall to shit anyway. But the idea behind it, at least we'll be on the higher ground, and
Right.
that's worth in John's game.
If they're coming to us and we figure out they're not that hard to hit, it's not a bad situation.
And there's no arrow slits on us either. We'll have we'll have this palisade to protect us.
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
you're right. If you're up high, there's not going to be any arrow slits on you, correct?
Right. And so
this one,
I'd rather take this tower and that tower, and then if things go to crap, we'll be up high. If things don't go to crap, then we'll be at least hopefully we can get in there without alerting the drakes and everything.
The other thing of interest you've noted, especially with your high insight, is they have slings and not bows. Slings are really hard to shoot through an arrow slit.
I was just thinking that.
But very possibly there's archers inside.
Well, there may be Gatling crossbows inside.
Wish we had an archer with us.
Didn't we used to have an archer?
Did
I think so?
It's tough to say. He's on the Fey Wild, which is not used for the toilet either.
Can we summon the Angel of Kazan?
There was a reach there. Somebody did reach out to the Angel of Kazan.
I did. I forgot to tell her. I totally forgot to tell her.
She'd love to come, and then you never sent her a sending.
I forgot. Well, I didn't anticipate Drell being here. I forgot. I was like, oh, leader. It was only 3 of us between the last.
Forget your sister.
Yeah. All right. So I'm looking at 130 feet to get around.
This is what I'm working
half
with.
movement. That'll take you 4 rounds to get there. Then you got to go up 50 feet. That's going to be 5 rounds. Then 7 rounds, and then to come back, it's going to be another 5. So 12 rounds divided by times 6. So I'm going to give you a minute and a half to go over there, cack that one, and get back. Okay.
Better make it
that, Cal.
All right. Are you guys? I'm going to have you roll. initiate, or we could just put you in the order you want to go. Once we've set up this thing, so don't start rolling yet.
So I was just rolling my stealth roll for the next 3 rounds.
Yeah, and Drell, I need you to kill these guys.
Working with a new toolbar.
Oh, that's a 20. Do I get to be stealthy for the rest of the day?
No, but you are stealthy for 3 rounds.
I'm going for these guys, right?
Yeah, those two.
And I'm going for this guy.
Here's what we're gonna do. Go ahead. We'll re-roll a niche when the shit hits the fan. But what we're gonna do is go ahead and roll the niche for your guys.
Such language.
And then I'm just gonna put you in the order you want your plan to break out. So click on your focus and roll a niche so you can get on the chart.
Oh, can I keep my niche for the whole rest of the battles?
Absolutely.
What? It was a nat 20. I mean, come on, give me something.
Well, your stealth, I gave you your stealth for 3 rounds.
Okay.
I was telling Joe he can't keep his niche.
How come my panning thing doesn't work? I'm going to pan this thing.
You have a lot of personal user issues.
It drives me nuts.
You got the new toolbar on the left.
I know, I'm using the new toolbar, but it won't let me.
love it.
There we go.
If you're on the ruler, it won't.
What's so
pan.
new about it?
Yeah, if you're on the ruler, it doesn't work. Yeah, you got to go
I'm
back.
not on the ruler.
which kind of
Now everything's like miniature. What's going on here?
Craig, you have to accept the new toolbar. I don't know if you did when you started. It's still in the
I did.
beta
I have
test.
the new toolbar. I've been using it. I used it last time.
It allows you just to access stuff quicker because you don't have to go through the drop.
I'm doing that. But when I click on my pan, it doesn't let me actually pan.
I'm missing Cal on the initial bar.
Because I'm trying to find myself here because the stupid computer's not working.
That sounds like a personal journey.
Once again.
Hey, here we go.
Sure.
Hold on. Here it comes. I'm clicking on things, but nothing's happening.
Maybe you've clicked on too many things.
Hey, he's back. Hey, Cal.
All right. You're still not in the chart for some reason, but that's all right.
I clicked on myself, damn it.
Never mind. I'm taking it into my own hands. Okay.
0 sounds about right.
All right. So what I'm going to do here is Cal supposed to move out first?
Yes.
That's the plan?
Well, yeah,
Right,
Cal.
so Cal-
We're going to wait here for 5,
And
7
then-
rounds,
and
and
who's
then
next?
he goes.
Drell?
5
Yeah.
rounds, 5, 6 rounds. So we're going to count about 30 seconds, and then Drell's going to go and cack these guys.
And then Az will be last because that's what he's used to.
Well, I'm going to dash, actually, right?
All right. So
you're double moving to get there to make.
all right. So you're moving stuff. Now, here's the issue, though. You are in much as this affects them, you are in broad daylight. So there's nothing really here to hide along this northern path. You can try to go up against the wall.
That's what I was going to do.
So give that a shot. You did roll really well, so that's probably going to work out for you. But there's like no bush, there's no dim lighting. That's the only problem with going during the day.
2 questions. How tall is this wall right here, John?
That wall is 12 feet tall. If you include the ramparts, it's 15 feet.
That's 12 feet.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And this is the same height right here. This is like
It's also 15 feet high, yeah.
all right. And
All
this
right.
one here is like smaller than that, below it.
Though I'm sorry, that one's 15. No, okay, so that one is 15 feet tall. This one is actually taller. This one is actually
10 is taller.
Yeah, that one's actually 30 feet, I believe, but let me double check.
Okay, good. 30 feet is what I need to know.
15.
All right, so using my double dash.
That's actually 30 feet tall.
Don't go
I
too
hugged
far.
myself to that point.
You don't go too far. You might get plugged by a bunch of arrows.
I'm on the ground. I'm like right up against the wall, so they have to hang out of the thing to do it.
What you don't know is
There's
invisible.
no
ground.
arrows there's no arrow slits on the bottom level. That's about 15 feet high, so you don't have any arrow slits next to you.
Yeah. And I'm hovering 1 foot above the ground, so I'm not touching the ground.
Okay. So you're not. So yeah, part of that maybe adding to your. So we know. So how many rounds did it take you to get there? Just one.
That took me 1 round to get there. That's 90. My move is 45, so that was 90 if I hug against the wall.
Trell, you got an 8 stealth. Did you not use your ability?
No, I did. So it's 18.
Okay,
I marked it.
All right. So these little guys seem yeah, they're not noticing you. Let me check anything else real quick.
Well, I'm gonna have to go around to the side so that other guy can't see me, right?
Yeah, you got to go all the way around. So
I got to kind of go to like here, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta play around and then pop up.
then pow, right in the
Yeah.
kisser. Ooh, and then back down like Jackrabbit. Actually, once you're up there, you can.
So
stay
I can go up to. It's 45 just to right here is 45, and then I can go 50 here.
Well, you have to move at half movement when you're moving stealthily.
Oh Jesus!
Right.
Don't forget that. So
yeah.
dash as an action, and you also have a.
But it's my full movement is what it is. Okay, so that took me 2 rounds to get to where I am right now.
Full movement is an action, and then you can do another half of your movement because of your dash if you want to, because of your ability. But it's probably going to take you more than 1 round.
So that took me 1.5 rounds to get to where I am.
I counted 4 rounds to get there because you got to use you're not using key points unless you want to use key point.
No.
Yeah, just dash in there.
Yeah.
All right. So are you waiting, Drell, or did you move out right after he moved out?
I moved out after he did, but I didn't move out until he disappeared around the wall.
You have to move at half movement as well. So
I did, yes.
Now remember, you can use your dash as half of your dash basically to keep stealthily in. But
yeah.
So this is 4 rounds here to get to here. So I'll re-roll. Do you want me to re-roll my stealth? Is that what I have to do?
You have to re-roll your stealth. Put yourself back 3 rounds and re-roll your stealth.
Oh.
So move yourself back 1 movement.
So I guess that would be probably about here. Oop.
So somewhere around here, I think.
Well, actually, no, hang on. So it took me 1.5 rounds to get to here.
Yeah.
Actually, it would take me
what's your total movement?
45.
45.
So this was 90 here.
So you'd be right
here.
there. You're right where that 90 is right here.
You can basically, if he's using his bonus action to dash.
I'm not using my bonus action. I'm just.
Because that's a key point for you.
Oh no, I'm not using my key point. I'm just.
Okay.
At 90, you'd be right there. That's your 3rd round right there.
All right, so you're right here.
Where that 10 foot is, right? My 10 feet right there.
Yeah, so just make me another stealth check while you're here.
Okay.
Because you can move 45, you can move to there, no problem.
Yeah, but he said I move my 45 plus half of what my normal movement is.
Well, I was thinking you had it. You could use a bonus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's confused.
Never mind.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry.
I'm all confused.
I was thinking more like a rogue. Yeah, you're fine. So
Yeah,
go ahead.
Fine. Okay.
He doesn't have a cunning
In
action.
the meantime, Drell, so he's done 4 rounds now. Your first round it's cost you 2 rounds.
Yeah, I waited until like his 2nd round of movement though.
Okay.
So
1 round puts me to here. 1 round of my stealth puts me to there. So that's a total of what are we on round? That was 4 rounds done.
One round there.
right, that's when I left. So at the end of 2 rounds, I'm now there.
Okay, so you're skirting along the wall. Where are you at 4 rounds, Cal?
I am where I am right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not unlike Popeye.
All right.
I am what I am.
And then what are you doing with the next 2 rounds while he's still skirting around the building?
And what were we saying? Go on round 5 or go on round 6? Is that what we were?
You're gonna go take him out and come back.
At what round? So we go at the same time.
You get there. Just go and do it. I'm counting out here, and I know how long it takes you to do something.
You guys, you've already sent him on his way, so no longer discussing with him.
Right.
You have to, unless you have like some sort of.
Well, you said 2 minutes is what you said, so that's.
Unless you want to go back and ask him. Oop, I just deleted him because he was discussing.
Yeah. When we left, you said 2 minutes is what you said. So I'm waiting for the minute and a half mark, I guess, before I go up. Because it will take
All right,
me.
I'm trying to delete that drawing on the map.
What is 1 round, 1 minute?
That's all me. That drawing, yeah.
Blame,
so much for this new.
Yeah, don't
menu.
draw the map. All right, so I know what I'm doing, and everybody knows what they're doing. And go. I'm not saying anything because you can't hear me.
Yeah,
Yep.
you can't speak unless because that takes away from cool abilities like
At the foot of the tower, I'm drinking my flying potion.
All right, so
that's an action, correct?
It is an action to use it. Yep.
Yeah. So I am not going to be flying up this round.
You have well, you can still do your move if you want.
Right, but then I would get up there without any actions.
True. So
I'm flying halfway up, so I can get. You said it's 50 foot up.
I got to keep track of the rounds, guys. So you've completed 4 rounds, right, Cal?
Yes, completed 4 rounds.
Have you completed 4 rounds, Joe?
I'm about to start my 4th round.
All right, so you can't do anything right now, Cal. All right, so go ahead and do your 4th round.
My 4th round would be flying up.
All right, it is 50 feet up.
Okay. So, and I move it my standard. So in that case, I'm going to fly almost to the top, but just out of sight. So,
all right, I'm going to need a new stealth check from you too, because we're on round 4 now.
Here's the big money
make
one.
sure you put your new stealth check in your red circle there. You have a 0 in there.
Because I'm super stealthy.
So 25.
You have a 25, so you're plenty stealthy. So now it is. So are you going up on round 4, or are you just hovering there round 4?
Round 4, I'm up and hovering.
Okay, but you're not over the wall yet.
I'm
right?
not over the wall.
Okay.
No.
So now we're back to Cal, because Aurelius, what are you doing over the 4 rounds?
I'm using my
You
awesome.
can communicate with Az, but
I'm using my bird sight to watch these 2 knuckleheads go.
But you are zoned out and watching through him.
Yes, correct. I'm zoned out in the bushes, watching through my hockey.
The dragon sneaks up behind you.
And your bird is perfect right here, because these people don't seem to want to look up into the sun.
And I'm gonna put his height up at.
The weather before you went.
I'm gonna put him at 90 feet up, okay, above where he is.
Sure, and it's a brilliant day. So, Az, what are you doing over the 4 rounds?
Waiting.
Okay. Patience is a virtue. All right.
Yes.
So we're in round 5. Cal, what are you doing So we're doing 1 round.
I'm going to, still being stealthy with my 23. I'm going to go up just to the very top, but not. I'm going to go as far as I can go, which is 45, right?
Yep. And were you at the base?
Up, and then I'm going to hover, and then I'm going to stay right there. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm just below the lip of the tower.
Now this wall here is lower.
How by how much?
We're up above the wall now. This wall is only 12 and a half feet tall, basically. So this guy's up 12 feet. The top of the tower is up 50 feet. So you can try to hide from his view by using the wall and being up against it with your stealth.
That's what I'm doing.
Probably have to want to be in this square to do that.
Which square? Okay.
Right.
All right.
So you're like Spider-Man up against the wall, basically flying up, not touching it. Your stealth was good enough that this guy is not going to spot you unless you rolled really shitty. He is kind of staring out there. He's actually picking his nose right now, scratching himself.
Early lunch, eh?
He said something smells funny around here.
Those things. That's the one down below. Okay, so that was your 5th turn. Are you done with your 5th turn?
I am done with my 5th turn, yeah.
All right, so it is Drell's turn.
I very quietly swoop to here in a rage and recklessly attack that guy there.
Can we say overkill? But yeah, sure, swing.
Surprise!
Yeah, no. That's I contemplated not raging and being all nice and calm, but why? Why not do that?
You could have kept your concentration up, but
you lose your sneak thing if you rage.
Oh, that's true. Oh wait,
you want to change?
Too late. You already said it.
No. But hey, now.
He sneaks up.
But had enough of you.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
You don't have to. You haven't gotten far enough along that it matters. We haven't rolled any dice. So what do we? Your guy is not dumb.
No, he's not. So he doesn't do. He's not raging.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, he's smart.
All right. So you are attacking, but you can still recklessly attack.
I am going to recklessly attack.
Are you laughing really loudly?
I am not laughing really loudly. I am the silent death.
Just checking. All right, swing away.
I am, however, great weapon mastering.
Oh, you sure you want to do that?
I'm
just kidding. Swing.
I'm just checking quickly.
I'm questioning it now.
Yeah. So
this guy barely comes up to your crotch.
Right. I'm just looking at all the things that don't happen while I'm not raging.
Thus, the game of golf was invented.
Really? How'd you roll your IQ?
0. That was John.
A 13 hits him. And
All
you
right.
split them all over the place.
I'll take it.
You don't even have to roll the dice unless you really feel you must.
They are kobolds. They have D4 hit points.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of. No, that's old school D4 hit points, but they still are kobolds.
They have 5 hit points usually on average.
Well, I just did 18.
Yeah, he's dead.
You split this guy in half, and the other one's like, but the other ones, it is a surprise round, so the person hasn't had any chance to. Plus, it's still your turn, so this guy is no longer with us.
Doink.
Kobolds.
You know what that means? You get another free attack, extra bonus action attack.
That's true, since because you're great weapons. So
and you crit him.
You
Bye, fair kobold.
keep this guy's head off so cleanly and so perfectly with just a slight tilt to the
my
end.
rolling still doesn't do the extra stuff, but that's okay.
I don't know what you did to break yourself, but it works when I do it. I don't know what happened. But the head flies over the bushes and lands in Aurelius's lap.
Yeah.
Letting me know it's time. The battle has begun.
Yeah.
And the body falls over decapitated and blood pours out onto the stone floor. And you managed to
I give a very soft chuckle.
Were you able to get there moving half your speed?
That's exactly as far as I could get moving half my speed.
Perfect. So you are still under your current stealth thing in your red.
Yes.
All right. So these are both dead. I'll move this guy out of the way.
Hey, what happened?
So they're both gone. Did you have anything else left you're doing with your turn?
No, I can't do anything else.
Not raged, correct?
I am not raged.
All right. Next is Aurelius, who now has a kobold head in his lap.
I am going
It is cleanly severed. You guys have never seen such a cleanly severed head ever.
I'm going to summon my hawk back to me and say, Azrael, now it's time for us to move. And I'm going to attempt a stealthy move. 5. Actually, what?
Isn't that an owl?
Right. Sorry, owl. Sorry. So 5, 10, 15 to there.
Stealth check. You don't have the. Actually, you do have the. Oh no, he's 50.
No, he's 50 feet up. He's 50 feet up.
Yeah, you do not have the benefit of the aura.
That's right. But we're going to try and do it. And hopefully I'm outside of 60 feet of this guy. So I'm trying to avoid. So I'm going to do a stealth there. And being the stealthy wizard that I am, I get a 23.
You are really stealthy. So, you can go ahead and move your person. Just make sure you're moving at speed if you're still.
Yeah, I moved to there, and that's a double move to get there.
Dashed.
Yeah, that's my move and my dash action.
All right. So it is Azrael's turn.
Yeah, I'll put my 23.
my turn.
Oh boy.
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it, Az.
How come he's going ahead of me with a 12?
This is the same round you went in.
Yeah.
He's not ahead of you. He's the end of the round.
Okay.
We're gonna use inspiration to take the very first
I think
roll.
you confuse it by putting Joe at the
Numbers
0.
don't matter right now. I'm just doing him in the order that you guys started.
It's not even worth it, my stealth, honestly.
Don't worry, Cal. You
Okay.
can kill that kobold.
Yes, a 2. Which gives me 4.
Where are you going with your stealthy self?
1, 2, 3.
Stay in the bushes. Stay in the bushes for 3 rounds till we call you.
I will dash to get there. I will put my 4 in, which is also impressive.
Gosh. So one of the things we need to work on is getting you a cloak of Elvenkind. And boots of Elvenkind.
Yeah, something. All right, that's all I can do.
Can I give him like 10 of my stealth points and like even it out?
Yeah. You are unnoticed by the one guy on the wall. Doesn't seem to notice or even look in your direction. And there are arrow slits above you, about 15 feet up, but you don't hear any.
I'm going to say to Az, how are you getting up?
I will just, because I'm being so quiet, I will gauntletly pick up a potion. I have a potion of climbing.
Maybe the barbarian can fly down next to you and provide you with an aura of stealth.
Are you done, Az?
I am done. I'll drink the potion next because I can't drink a potion. It's an action drink a potion.
It isn't technically an action drink.
Yeah, so I'll wait. I'll wait on that.
Now it's your turn, Cal.
Okay. So I slide up over the edge here.
All right, just let me know if you go over half your movement. So if you
No, I was just below the lip of this thing.
All right.
I was probably about 10 feet below, so I'm just up and over the edge,
So
and I hit this guy with the
there
stick.
he is.
What's that?
That's fine. Yep. And now,
Yeah, I'll actually move myself to here. So
yeah, you have advantage because you can basically come up on his backside.
Yeah.
But you're so stealthily.
I tap him on the shoulder as I go by, so he turns around, and then I hit him with the stick.
He has a contingency spell that if anybody taps him on his shoulder, you crit him upside the head with your stick.
My lord!
You catch him in his right in the crease of his neck, and you hear a very silent.
I point to the outfield as I swing my stick.
You hear a low popping noises which is you're quite familiar with. You just snapped his neck with your magical quarterstaff, and he just slumps to the ground, dead.
Very nice.
I will remove him from the playing field.
Why didn't we try to talk to these guys first?
They're actually the only good kobolds in the whole thing.
You do know. One of the things that could have been confirmed, like you do happen to know that, based on the Arcana roll, that kobolds are generally not very nice little humanoids. They have their own rules and such, but they're
eat children?
They're not above keeping slaves, murdering people, stealing from people, eating people, and so on and so forth. So
you had me at keeping slaves.
The red ones are actually the lawful.
They're generally they're not strong enough to have their own slaves, but they would partake in that if somebody let them or help them. But
I was debating we try to intimidate them and walk in.
They worship
cowardly
gods, and they have cultist type things going on.
They're not great babes.
People, they're just
all right. So, which tower is the next tallest? This one here or this one here?
That's pretty low. That's almost the same height as the wall next to you on the other side here on the right.
And how about this one here?
The roof is the next tallest thing to you. Oh, the next tallest tower would be this one is another 10
That's
feet
above the roof, right?
Yeah. This one's destroyed. The one across from you is the exact same height. So is your turn done now, Cal?
My turn is done. I'm just going to use my movement to move over to the edge.
Over half the movement, you lose your stealth.
I haven't done that. I was like 5, 10, 15. No, I'm still within half my movement.
To dash, remember that part.
No, I'm not dashing. I was right at the edge of the tower when I came over.
You only have 20 feet of movement total, right? With stuff.
Yeah. So I came up and I went over. Oh, so I guess I can move to here then. Sorry. Well, no, let me think about it. I was right on the edge, so I came up 5.
You would have to kind of go over the ramparts, but it wouldn't be too much.
I'm right here. I just moved over one more square. That's it.
All right, Drell, what are you up to?
And I signaled to Drell that I got the okay.
It looks like Cal is signaling you from across the way.
He's signaling to me.
Giving you the thumbs up.
Can I understand at all what he's trying to signal?
Just tell me the signal you make.
That's just giving you the thumbs up right now.
All right, he just gave you a thumbs up. If you don't know what that means, that's your problem. But
and then I'm going to point to myself.
I'm very confused. Thumbs up means go to the surface.
I'm pointing to myself, and then I'm pointing to this tower here.
And you guys are on the tallest towers in the complex.
Yeah, and I said, I'll get that one.
House towers, which are far to the south, are only 30 feet high. So.
Okay. I shake my head, and then I look into this hole. Can I see anything of interest?
As I said, there's wood, and it looks like there's a bunch of straw and thatch kind of stuck in there. It's a little thick. But do you want to use a bonus action for a perception check? Or what's your path? Let me check your passive perception real quick.
14.
You realize the roof is not secure and you fall in.
Yeah. With a 13, with that thatch, you're not really picking up anything. But if you want to use a bonus action.
Yeah, I crouch down and see what I can see.
Hidden barbarian.
How about a 23?
All right. With a 23, you actually can see through a little piece of hay that below you is so it's a room shaped exactly the same as the shape of the tower you're in.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's a wooden floor you're looking at, but
Yeah.
it's hard to see just through the thing. But you're looking down, and there looks like in the center of the room, and the wooden floor has openings in it to the below. There's like pieces missing from the looking down to the level below, and but you can't quite make out what's in the level below. It is dark in here. There's no lights. But you do have your dark vision goggles. If you have those on, do you have those on?
I doubt that I would be wearing them while we're attacking in the daylight.
So you can pick up that. So it's very dark in here, but there's like a little tiny piece of sunlight, and you can pick up with that roll. Though it does sound like there's multiple creatures breathing heavily, some snoring going on. It sounds like there are some individuals in here, but from what you can hear, you don't hear any talking or anything. You mostly just hear the rhythmic sounds of breathing while sleeping and some snoring. One of them just farted. That kind of stuff's going on.
Okay. I try to mime to Cal. I put my two hands together, and then I tilt my head, and I go and then I draw Z's over my head really quickly. And then with both of my fingers, with my axe held in one elbow, I'm pointing down. And then I'm going like this to mime like kobolds.
There's no time to take a nap.
Give me an insight check, Greg, just real quick.
No time to take a nap for fish.
Before Cal. Make Cal's insight check, not yours. You completely get what I described to him out of all that.
Gotcha.
I'm telling you, we should we should go down to the Golden Camels on a charades night, and we would clean house.
We have that at the hookah bar every now and then. Are you done?
I'm done.
All right, it's Aurelius's turn.
I use an action to retrieve a silk rope from my set. It's action, take it out of my bag of holding. I hand one end to Az and say, tie it off when you go up.
Not ready for that commitment yet.
That's my action, and that's my
waiting for him to climb up. All right, as you have the end of Aurelius's silk rope, you're at the base of this 50-foot tall tower, looms above you.
I'm going to use my action to quaff a potion of climbing.
All right, that goes down. Tastes a little gritty, little silty, but as the different layers of earth in its design go down your throat, but feels like it might be working.
All right, so that'll get me up 15 feet because my action is to
conquer this tower. You want to conquer this and every climb wall that you know exists.
All right, so that should give me 15 feet up because my movement speed is now movement speed. My climb speed. I'm pretty sure that's what it does. I can look it up, but
if it does, then you're good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it does. That make the most sense with the potion of climbing.
And just because not to leave you out, when you drank your flight potion, it was very airy tasting.
Thank you.
Potion of climbing.
Potion light.
Feel like you might feel a little gassy.
You gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed.
Like a gust of poop.
You gain you get a climb speed equal to your walking speed. So yeah, you can climb right up this.
Yeah, and then so also you have advantage on strength athletics checks to make checks to make you climb. But I'm like, if you have a climbing speed, you don't.
Nice. I'm trying to close Joe's window on a shared screen. It's not working. All right. So you just go right up. What'd you do with the rope?
15 feet up right now from where I was.
The silk rope is in your teeth, or?
I mean, I just want some description wise.
Not that hard. I know the answer, but I don't want to give it to you.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could be right in my hand. I can
all right.
Climb
I was thinking you
natural.
But go ahead. All right, you climb up there. It's a little difficult because you have a rope in your hand, but you have a climb speed, so you're good. And it takes you. So how much? So you.
I can only get up 15 feet right now, so I can't dash.
Are you trying to move stealthily? Because there are arrows.
Yes, that's why.
So let's
my
see. Space, there's no arrow slits, but the next level, after 15 feet, does have arrow slits. So let's get Tell me how far you're going to. So you can only move half movement if you want.
Only 15 feet up right now. So
15 feet. All right. So give me.
I'll put a. Do I put a slash?
Yeah. Do you have? I guess are we past your? I think we're on to a new stealth check anyway. So let's do that with the mark of you at this time. So we'll do new stealth checks as we go around. So go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Oh, this can only get better.
Can it?
No, it's gonna get worse.
Oh, that is.
I got better.
No,
it's not great, but it got better.
That's actually pretty good.
For me, that's amazing.
So you get to the so when you climb up,
your foot gets stuck in the air hole.
You want to try to look in the arrow slits, or you want to just keep climbing?
I don't want to wait. I want to get off this road.
All right. So just your passive perception is insane though with your celestial hearing. So as you go by these arrow slits, on the first level there's no arrow slits, the ground level. The second level, so you're about right where your end, your movement 15 feet up, and you're like in between two arrow slits, trying to pass through them. And you hear, so this will be a level below what I described to Drell, but you also hear what sounds like slumbering creatures. And with your passive perception, you feel like there's somewhere between 4 to a half dozen or so creatures snoring away and sleeping away in this part of the tower. So anything else left in your turn?
Nope. That's all for me.
All right, Cal, it's your turn. Give me a new stealth check.
I did. 18.
18. All right. So you got to just throw that in your red circle. And then what are your plans for this round?
So at the moment, I'm just waiting for them to get up there. I'm going to check out what's going on this roof and see what's going on and see what this hatch is all about here. I'm going to come right over here.
You can. Do you want to try to open the hatch?
Yeah, I'm going to try to. Is it locked? Is it just open?
Just by give me a perception check real quick as a bonus action. So you are pretty sure this is not locked.
Okay. So I'm going to kind of quietly open it, being stealthy as I am, and just peek down there without bringing attention to myself.
Crack it open. And it's pretty dark down there. There is a actual single torch burning in there for some reason. And so it's the same size as the tower you're in.
Yeah.
And right below you is a ladder that goes down to a wooden floor. The wooden floor appears solid. There's a couple barrels off to the southwest, up against the wall. This has arrow slits in it. You don't see anybody. You do see a door out of it, which you believe, from looking from above before, you believe comes out onto the landing below you to the west where I'm pinging. And then there is another door just behind the ladder, which you believe leaves, let me just double check that's the right door, right level. Oh, nope, that door is not there. That would be lower. So yes. So that landing is lower. So yes, there's one door in there that leads to the west, and then the last thing of interest in the room is to the on the north side of the wall are stairs going down to what would most likely be another level of that tower.
Okay.
So it looks like one of the door, so the door in the room goes out to this behind you. There's not another door. So this door on this side must be in a level below it because it's farther down.
Yeah.
And then ladder right under here, actually right where these barrels are more barrels in the level below you, and then up here is where the stairwell is, and there's a single torch on this wall. I'm just showing you what it looks like in the area below you.
Yeah. And how much movement would it be for you to go through the trap door and out that door on that level, this door here?
Well, it's about 15 feet down the ladder.
Okay.
Like an acrobatics thing to slide down it, and then so it'd be and
then across the door.
Yeah, 3 to the door. So
Okay, so if I'm dashing
15
with my
feet.
stealth, I can make it there, right? I moved
Or
5
if you want
feet.
to do an acrobatics check, it would be only 5 feet of movement to slide down the ladder like you do in video games.
Okay, I'll do that.
So it'd be 4 squares if you would do that. Yep, you can easily slide down if you want.
So I slip down the ladder, and then I use the rest of my. So that's going to be 5 to get there. 10, 15 down the ladder.
So yeah, it was only 5 feet to go down the ladder.
That's 20, getting me back where I am right now, basically in the room.
All right, so you're going to be you want to be here at the door on the inside?
Yeah, well, if I'm dashing, I can kind of move. I can move another 20, right? If I'm dashing.
Yep.
Or is it 1.5?
No, it's half. It's half your. It'd be half your movement.
So it would be my full regular movement then, if I'm dashing.
Yeah, if you use the dash, you get your full regular. So you get 45 technically.
Okay. So that would put me right here, just outside the door.
Do you want to open the door?
Yeah, I'm going to open the door and go out.
That level is 15 feet down from where you are. So that puts you below this guy here.
Yeah, and that was my goal, was not to be seen going over the edge by that guy.
All right, so you open that door and you can actually be standing right there. So there's another door over here. There's stairs here that go up to where Drell is.
Yeah.
So Drell, I don't know if you saw that, but there's a platform here that you can exit the top of the tower. Yeah. And then there's no stairs down to this, but this is below, and this is above you right now. This tower up here, and this person. All right, are you done?
I am done.
All right, Drell.
I am going to, let's see. You guys. Yeah. I am going to move over here and look out stealthily.
Yeah, it's a new
into
stealth
the
check.
courtyard. Oh, new stealth check. Right.
You get a plus 10.
Yeah.
Oh, no one sees him.
So 32.
32. You are invisible even to Cal and Azrael's magic. So you move up to the edge. What you can see is basically everything you can see.
Yeah. Nothing's changed since the report from the bird.
You can actually, you don't even see Cal because, although there's not really a good place for you to actually hide Cal. So you are visible, but silent. So you probably could see Cal down here. You didn't hear him at all, but just peering over there, he really doesn't have anywhere to hide. He's in the bright sunlight open. So at this point, your stealth is mostly keeping you silent, unless there's something between you and the enemy. Then you can actually hide behind it. But in the wide open, you're just silent. So that's what you can see. Nothing seems to be going on in the courtyard or anything. Yeah. I'm not going to spend time moving all the minutes.
No. Of course.
They're technically stagnant, so they're doing a little patrolling, but they're pretty bored. So I'll kind of randomize where they are if you go into that area. You can also see this opening in the ceiling is much like the one you peered with, stuffed with
straw and fabric and
stuff. Yeah, and
probably old newspapers,
wood planks or something, to kind of secure it up.
Yeah,
but it hasn't really been done.
Right. All right, I'm good. I'm waiting for my friends to come.
All right, Aurelius.
My aura.
Aurelius, are you still waiting?
I am going to summon Fee up, and I'm going to summon her. I'm going to shoot summon her right there at the base of the building. Okay, is what I'm going to try and shoot summon her. It's a 90-foot range.
You have to be able to see where you're summoning.
I'm going to step around there. I got to make you betcha, I'm going to make a stealth right
make
there.
a new stealth check.
And then summon Fee there.
You're going to want to make one.
Oh, she goes after me. So let's do myself first.
All right.
First, here's my stealth roll because this might. Where did it go? There it is, and that is going to be an 11.
All right.
that in my thing, and I'm gonna go up there and cast away from where I am, and I upcast the spell using my staff and McStaff to make it feel a little bit better. And
where my stealth is 18.
And then B came out as mirthful. Bing, bing, bing. And that means she gets the charm ability.
Here she is giggling she is giggling silently, like so. She's like cajoling, but she's not making any noise. If you want her to be silent, if she doesn't want her to be silent, she might be tinkering.
Yeah, she's giggling to herself. Little tinkers going on there, and she's gonna fly.
And she's like exaggerated stealth walking, like even though she's flying, she's like.
So I'm gonna make a stealth roll for her.
Okay.
As far as that goes, and what she's going to do, she's going to try. She's just at the base of the wall there. She's going to attempt to, without losing all the fun.
So that wall is only like 12 feet up. Well,
yeah, she's just below it. She's gonna stealth here, try and cack this guy and step here. Okay. And she has a 40-foot fly speed, so that'd be 15 feet.
What's her stealth?
And her stealth is a whopping D20. Is going to be 20 something rather. Hold on.
All right, so you can position her how you want her to be. I mean, she can wait till he's looking away or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, she's just trying to cack him and get to the wall.
He's very bored, so yeah. So go ahead and
plus
move
3,
your...
so 22.
Yeah, that's fine. They're not.
Okay, so she's gonna try and take him out when she comes up here. Doing that, she goes at the end of my wrist thing, and she's just gonna. She ends up below this wall here.
Okay, so go ahead and make your attacks on him.
Yeah. And do they have advantage?
She does, because you're attacking from unseen. So
she's gonna crit with her first attack.
Yeah, he's dead.
And she is gonna hit for 19, 30 drill type damage.
She slides her little rapier dagger into the back of his
You're annihilating these cold balls.
Right at the base of his neck, and he just drops very silently.
And that is her move.
Kind of bad.
Yeah. That's her move.
All right. And so you have to give her commands, though. She's telepathic with you, or?
She is not. I had to tell her, kill.
Okay, so she is going to stay there until you can verbally tell her something.
Until I can tell something, she just takes a dodge action until I tell her otherwise.
Right. So she's hovering. You told her to go cack that guy. She did exactly that. Now she's hovering next to the door. Are you done, sir?
That's it. That's all. Once she goes, I'm done.
All right, Azrael.
I'm going to climb my 30 feet.
All right.
So dash.
It's 45 feet. You're like 5 feet away.
Oh, so close.
From climbing over. So you can kind of
that's all I can do
here, in the rampart, and you don't know what happened to Drell. You don't see him.
Didn't take my spells.
A bunch of boxes and barrels, empty barrels and crates over here. Drell, you can easily hear clampering up the side of the thing there. But he doesn't seem, nobody inside seems to. Oh, when you pass the other level of arrow slits, Ezra, you hear with your super hearing, you hear additional bodies snoring, and you think there's less in here than the layer below.
All right, got that written down. I'm all good.
And are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, Cal, it's your turn on the roof.
Cal is going to sneak to here, where he's out of sight, and I am done.
So where are you?
Right on the staircase there.
Are you
just out of sight?
The staircase or under the staircase?
I'm on the staircase.
Because it's open, it's just woodwork staircase. So you're on the
staircase.
I'm
hiding around a corner, so this guy can't see me, is what I'm saying.
Right, so you're on the staircase, crouched down, so he can't see you with your 18.
Exactly.
He seems oblivious to you. It is Drell's turn again.
I'm just waiting. I'll move over here. You're waiting. The wrong thing.
See what's in the barrels.
Yeah. I'm just keeping an eye out. Oh, no, I don't want to go too far so they can benefit from my aura when they come out.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Aurelius.
The rope's not tied off.
Not yet. He hasn't quite. You see him. He's at the very top. He hasn't crested the tower wall.
I'm going to use this moment to get to the base of the thing and tie the rope to my waist and get ready to start climbing.
Oh, he just dropped the rope because he forgot to tie it around his waist. He's got to go back down and get it. Just kidding. You got it. You're fine.
I telepathically
Climbing. She's like I'm walking on the wall. Who should climb?
Poncho's gonna fly over here next to
Are
Drell.
you done, realize?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, him you can telepathically communicate with, so he can do
Yes,
whatever.
100 feet
He's
telepathically.
still up? Okay, good. All right, he's still 100 feet in the air. Are you done, realize?
Yeah, he's flying above.
Right. You are just at the top of the wall, so you have 5 feet left, basically, to correct.
5. Yep. And I can get to here in that case.
Yep. And this is
and then I will tie off this section on the rope on the wall, which is going to be, I'm guessing, a check.
What? How'd you get a slash in there? That's kind of cool. You got 915.
That was from when I was up the wall. Yeah,
that's cool.
I'm at now. That's just 9.
You can fit both of those in there. Did you see that, Cal? I don't know how you did that.
What's that?
My thing doesn't like to do math, so maybe that's on the line.
In his
I rolled
red circle, he actually has a 9/15.
Well, maybe it's the way you do it. If you do it the way where the division's probably a fraction.
Oh, you're talking about a thing. Oh,
anyway,
not going to give you a number bigger than 1.
So you drop. So you're still using that stuff. So you drop on the top with a 9.
Yep.
You notice Cal, like you guys hear him clearly. Even Cal, you can pick up your passive perception the light drop of or the booted feet of Azrael, because you imagine it's him. You've heard him clunk around quite a bit. But this
actually, I'm within 30 of Drell now. So yeah.
You are. You just dropped into 30.
So I'm at 19 now.
Go up to a 19. So you heard him. Let's say this. You heard him scrape over the rampart just before he got into the edge. But the kobold that you're peering at around the corner from the stairs did not move at all. He seems oblivious. All right, you're done, Az, right?
I just got to tie off the rope. I don't know if that's an action or not.
No, you can tie the rope off. That's fine.
Oh, perfect. Tied off. Bam.
Okay, so the rope is tied, and now it is Cal's turn.
So I'm going to sneak, and whack.
All right. So you are aware he is high up, and he is visible to other individuals from the other towers below. But you can still take him out if you like.
Yeah, we'll take him up quietly.
Okay.
See if anyone knows.
This is where it gets messy.
That'll hit, and you crack him. You actually can just choke him out with the staff. You just pull it over and just choke him out real quickly, quietly.
I quietly prop him up so he looks like he's still alive.
Oh, you want to do that?
Sure.
Give me a deception check. I'll put it in his things.
Do performance.
Yeah.
No, it's deception.
Neither one's very good for me.
Yeah, exactly.
How about survival? Like I skinned him and I propped him up like a deer head.
It's literally deception.
Yeah.
So let's just roll it.
Come on, be deceptive.
Yeah.
So 13. So that's they haven't been very good at spotting you guys with their pests. So 13 might be pretty good. All right. So you put him up, prop him up against with the wall, and he looks like he's standing there. And I'm gonna leave him visible because of what you did. But I'm gonna put a red X on him so that I remember he's dead.
Then I'm gonna use my last.
The other one moving from this layer. So are you going to do anything else? You slip.
No, I'm just going to retreat back down the stairs there, so I'm out of sight.
That is all doable as long as you have the proper movement. And then it is Drell's turn.
Yeah.
I see Cal do what he did.
So he's very quiet though. You didn't hear him do anything because he's
no. But I saw what he propped him up. I'm looking for the heads of either of the guys that I killed.
They are one of the heads flew out.
One flew off. I know. One flew off.
So this guy's head is here.
Very upset about that. I'm prestidigitation.
Okay, so
this whole body is still.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Can I pick it up as a bonus action?
You can interact with it for nothing. It's an object.
Okay, so I can even go here, and then I come back and I on one of these boxes I set the head so it looks like he's looking out over the parapet. I think it's genius.
It seemed genius at the time.
It seemed genius until you roll like shit, but that's all right. All right. Where do you want him? Here?
I'm putting it like over here.
Yeah. Sitting on the crates?
Yeah.
All right. Let me I'm gonna mark him with a red X so we know that he's a puppet.
Yeah.
And then
Make a
go ahead and
deception.
give me a deception roll.
Oh yeah.
And don't roll a 1 because there's no +10 to this one.
Oh,
Now,
deception is not.
What is in
not
your
great.
advantage is he is 50 feet in the air on the wall. The other guy. So you got a
It's
5.
dead head.
It's clearly a head. It's on its side. They can see the severed neck.
It's upside down.
You should have advantage for this though, because he's so high up.
In your advantage, even with that shitty roll.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good. Like Cal, you look up, you see this little kobold be put up there, and the head's like obviously broke, the neck is broken, is like flopping around, and you just see it being put up there, and you're like, oh my god. And as you can obviously see him propping this up, and you're just shaking your head. But
shoving him in the arrow slit.
Two things to your advantage. One, he is 50 feet up compared to the tower that you're on, which is only 30 feet up. And it is brilliantly bright out, and these are kobolds.
We don't have to look up.
But at the moment, it doesn't seem to have ruined everything.
Okay.
Are you doing anything else, Drew?
No. That are you kidding? How long that took?
All right. Aurelius, you did not get to witness the brilliance.
Oh, thank God.
Unless you tried to look through your bird's eyes because he's just sitting there.
Okay.
Or he's flying above
Using the rope for assistance, I'm going to start climbing up the rope, and I'm going to move stealthily, so 20 feet up.
All right. Give me acrobatics or athletics with advantage.
I'm going to take acrobatics with advantage or regular.
What's with advantage because the rope.
Oh, sorry. I get it to. Let's see how I roll anyway. 13 and
13 is not great.
15.
15 is good enough. You can move up there. Are you moving stealthily?
That's why I'm only moving 20 feet. That's so double 30 feet up. So I'm 30 feet up. Sorry.
I think we have one more round, and we'll have Cal, and then we'll do.
Yeah.
So you're still really stealthily, so you're fine. Is 30 your height or your stealth?
30 feet high is how far I am.
So what's your stealth right now?
Stealth was 11.
Okay.
I'm not rolling again.
11. You have a fairly good passive perception too. You actually hear as you pass through by these windows, these arrow slits. You can hear the rhythmic breathing and snoring of creatures inside. You don't get the count as close because you're not quite as high passive perception. But so you're 30 feet up. You're almost at the second level of arrow slits, basically.
Yep.
All right, Az.
All right. I'm going to 1, 2, 3 to here. I don't want to say anything because that'll be loud. Send up spellcasting. And I believe that is everything I'm going to do. Yeah, it's everything magic's just not there. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay at this little hole in the hole.
All right.
Here right now.
And your stealth is 19 at the moment, right?
Yes, I will adjust that.
All right. That brings us to Cal.
Okay. I'm going to silently float down to this edge here and then check out what's going on in that hole.
As I described, these holes are all stuffed with thatch and wood to provide protection from rain and sun. So you can try moving stuff around if you want to try to see through it. Well, give me a bonus action perception check. If you roll really well, you might see a little slit in it.
I think I see a little slit.
You can also hear, so I will describe what you are hearing, and if there's anything that you can see. Okay. You actually are hearing quite a bit. There looks like there's some artificial light inside of there, maybe torchlight or something going on. But you hear, give me an insight check. You hear a lot of grunting and panting. And,
does my dark vision not work here?
There's not much to look through, is what.
Okay.
Not an open hole, is what I'm talking. So 11. You're not quite sure what that noise is. You hear clanging of metal on metal. You hear some thudding on pads. You hear like wood on wood type of banging.
It's a kobold dojo.
A lot of heavy breathing.
It sounds when Nams with Philly here in the next room.
And you don't speak Draconic, correct?
No, I do not.
Right, Cal? You don't speak Draconic?
I do not know.
Are you guys still there?
Yeah, can you not hear me?
Yeah, we can not hear. Yeah.
Nobody here speaks
Probably
Draconic.
it's probably my computer. My internet connection is unstable according
Yeah,
to this.
nobody speaks Draconic.
But mine isn't. So how's that work?
Yeah, I don't know why that is. I don't know what's going on. But anyway,
Are you using Compound or using Index?
I'm on Denbox because I'm right here.
That one's always iffy sometimes.
Usually it's better for me in here. But anyway, you hear.
I look up at Drill and I say, it sounds like Nam's in there with Filigir.
It does sound a little bit like that, although the grunting and panting is a little bit deeper than Nam, not deeper than Filigir's. And nobody is yelling.
I guess there's no weeping, so it can't be Nam.
Yeah, I mean, you're not hearing "I am Nam Foodle Boondaggle" being shouted at the top of his lungs. All right. So that is what you're hearing. If you want to try to move stuff, you could try to get a better view, but there's the possibility that you might be noticed. So that's I'm just
thinking that out. Good. Sounds like a training hall to me. I've been around enough of them.
Yeah, your insight doesn't seem to. You're not 100% sure with that, but that does seem like a decent guess.
Yeah. And then
you're talking really loud. You just don't understand what they're saying, but you're like, and there's a lot of laughing. There's like some this types of noise every now and then.
So I'll finish my movement by going over here.
Dropping of heavy weight things on the floor. All right. So you're done?
I am done, yep.
All right, Drell.
Okay. Having given up my brief sojourn into theater.
Acting.
Give me a D20 roll. This is just a complete luck check.
A luck check.
The lower you roll, the worse.
How about 18?
18 is good. So this guy down here would be the only one that would really be in any position to look up your makeshift marionette. Does not seem to have any interest in even looking in that direction.
Okay. Okay, so that's 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's me sneaking.
All right, so you went down the stairs.
Yeah.
All right, it is Aurelius's turn.
All right,
we'll wait for the other guys so they can be quiet.
We're gonna get the rest of the way up the wall. I hope. Let's find out.
Yep, you have advantage.
Yep.
Yep, that'll get you up easy.
All right, so it's going to be up to the top of the wall. As part of my move action, I take my rope, or however you want to rule it. I don't know if you want to take an action or move action.
You now have just where you step now. Oh, what you can interact with the rope with no problem.
Okay, so I pick up the rope, and that's going to be staying stealthy as far as I can move.
You're now inside of. You're just inside Drell's. Actually, no, he's down the stairs. You're not.
He's downstairs. Yeah.
All right, as you're not actually in his distance anymore either, because he's almost he's almost gone 10 feet down the stairs.
I got bored.
No, that's understandable.
All right, as it's your turn.
Back down to that. Back down to
starting with Cal. Will be at new stealth checks.
Oh joy! 1, 2.
My regular stealth.
I can get back to here. Get me back to A19.
Are you still moving half movement, dashing?
That was a dash to get there. Yeah.
Yep, you can get down the stairs. Now you're definitely within range. So for this round, you keep your 19. So your guys are impressed.
Perfect.
Silent the sands are making your friend Azrael.
I love the sands.
So they're like creating little pads under your feet as you walk.
Perfect.
Are you done, Az?
I'm good.
All right, Cal. So this will be a stealth check for this round. You do get a +10 at the moment because you are within 30 of Drell and his pass without trace sand cloud.
Oh, a nat 1.
Oh, really?
There is no nat failure on skill checks. So that is a 20 thanks to it was a good time to do this. Thanks to Drell. You get a little cocky and sure of yourself. And you were about to step and knock some of the thatching away in this hole, but the sand just sweeps under your foot and find yourself standing on their stone instead. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna.
You have a 20 right now, so remember that's unfortunately for 3 rounds. But as long as you're within this Drell, you're in pretty good shape.
It goes to 10 if you get away from Drill.
I'm gonna move over this way until Drill gets over here. Let everyone gather first. We'll hatch the next plan.
All right. So you're done?
Yes, I am done.
All right, Drell.
I'm just gonna hop over here.
You yell cannonball and start laughing and just jump into that hole?
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to do. Oh, you said it. You got to do it now.
Don't forget to raise.
And we're just gonna wait here for the sous chef to make an appearance.
All right, Aurelius.
Oh, all right. So it is double movement is going to bring me to here, and that is it.
See a really poorly set up puppet guard on the south wall.
And a really good
just
one.
Just the head. You keep saying puppet like it's the whole kobold. It's just the head.
Well, it's kind of like a sock puppet.
Head on a barrel.
Lying on its side.
It's a head on a barrel.
With a 5 deception, it fools no one.
It might have been a little better, except for you left the tongue lolling on it and its eyes are rolled back in its head.
Right.
There's a big gash.
It does have a towel on its
No, I like to think that it's sideways on the barrel.
Oh, even better. Yeah, you had it all set up perfectly, and then you bumped the barrel as you were leaving.
Exactly.
All right. Are you done, Aurelius?
That's all I can do is move.
All right.
Yeah.
As?
All right. So.
Did you guys all roll
There's a door
again,
here.
Oh, I need to roll new stealth.
And there is a door here.
Everybody does.
All right. Door there and door there.
We
only roll stealth anyways, so I'll roll my new stealth. I'm at it. See how that goes.
23.
All right. And Aurelius, you need a new stealth too.
Coming up, and I'm going to do myself NP.
It got back to
We're
work.
at a 14 right now, as in the cloud.
Oh, who got a nat 20? I got a 34. You roll it, baby. And then for fee.
Too bad everyone else sucks. Too bad everyone else has to hold hands with Drell.
He's got an 18. That puts her at 28.
She's not. She may be a little outside because she's actually 15.
No, she's at 18 with regularly. Let's put it that way.
Oh, okay. She's fine, but we'll worry about it if we have to worry about it. But just put her in.
I'm just gonna wait for everybody else. I don't know. Right. I know that there's guards. I know that there's guards in the tower.
And I explained that there's probably a training hall below us. You can hear noises of combat.
Yeah, you can easily, and even Aurelius, with your guys' passive perceptions, you can easily pick up on coming through the thatch where this hole is, and there's extra wood planks in there too, so it might be a little bit to fight through there. But you can hear the same sounds that I described.
I suspect that below is probably the way to go.
Fireball? I'm sorry.
Fireball.
After you.
So
I'm just preparing my lines for when
done?
I want to get my item.
You guys
I'm
can
good.
discuss freely if you want to keep talking.
I'm ready for somebody else to go. I'm letting them make the decision where to go. I'm just trying to not be too loud.
I mean, for the discussion, you don't have to technically be in order, but
do we want to keep picking? Do we want to keep picking these guards up from up high? Or?
I'm not worried about that at all, personally.
Yeah. Where do you think your ring is?
Well, once we get the ring, we go in there. Chances are it's not outside one of the guards. Chances are it's inside the tower someplace, and it's on probably a dead body or somebody they killed. So unless it's in the gullet of one of these big drake, would now be the case when the gullets of one of these drake lizards outside. But it's in like the scat that they left behind. Oh,
yeah.
Should have thought to have cast something before I walked up. I forgot that I had prepared locate object for today.
Yeah, I got my concentration going. You should get bless going on us.
I never prepare that one usually because I have some other spells to prepare.
Yeah.
A lot of it probably blesses that I would bless, but all my spells are on healing because of reasons.
All right. A round goes by while you guys try to figure out what you're doing.
Can I go? Can I move over?
Seconds, so
can I go over there until Fee follow me?
So Fee's going to fly up to you.
Yeah, I go over. I sneak over there and say, "Follow me."
So
Follow
she's below you, like 15 feet below you. So
I'm gonna go to the edge and come on.
all right, so she flies up. She's like covering her mouth, like she's all excited that you guys are sneaking. And so she will fly up next to you. Now she gets the bonus, so she's definitely quiet. She like waves at the other three, and she does a little tiptoe thing. All right, are you guys going to hang out for another round?
I'm gonna point to. I'm pointing to this door, right here.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna move up with Fee to here. And Poncho's gonna fly down, and I'm pointing to this door to open up.
It's a guard room, but we had to probably go through there. So
All right.
They're all sleeping,
Yeah.
so maybe we can kill them while they're sleeping.
Aurelius
Yeah, just
points
scoop
to
the
that
garage.
door. So Aurelius has moved this round. I'm not going to move you guys around yet. I'm going to put Cal back at the top, but let's do, the three of you can do something. You spent one round kind of just hemming and hawing, and now you're in another round. So this is the second round of your newest stealth, and Aurelius has already moved in this round. Cal, what do you want to do?
Perfect.
I'll move up here to the door as well. Is it locked or is it unlocked?
Do you want to try it, or you want to just
I'm going to look. Perception.
All right, give me a bonus action perception check. You are pretty sure. Actually, with that roll, you're not quite sure. You're not. Give me an insight check. Yeah, you can't figure out why they would block it, and you didn't see any keys on anybody, but you can't tell by looking at it whether it's locked. So it could be locked, and you're not really sure. You're just uncomfortable. You're not really sure based on the door and how it's sitting whether it's locked and or has any traps. But your insight tells you that it shouldn't be, but these are kobolds, so who knows?
Okay. I am done.
Are you done? Or are you going to try to open it? With that perception roll, you can't really. It's too muffled.
Give it a push. Go ahead, do it.
Okay. I gently open the door quietly. Am I still within range of Drell that I'm stealth?
Oh yeah, he's 30.
Okay.
And you're like within 15. So
okay. So I quietly open
I'm not going to move you into that room till you actually move into it, just because.
I'm just peeking in there.
You got the freaking rocket crew here. You got Brell and.
I know. I just don't want to sound any alarms. If we can do this quietly and by the numbers, that's the way we're going to do it.
All right. So you look in, and you're on a stone. You're looking across the stone platform. So there's like a 5 foot by 5 foot platform where the door opens up to. You go through the wall, and there's a platform, and there's stairs going down to the left, but it's all open, and you can hear the rhythmic breathing of some creatures sleeping. You can't quite see them from where you are, but you can see that the whole room is open. So the whole tower is open. You can see the arrow slits across and to your right and to your left. And you can actually see from the angle you are because you're up above. So you're kind of looking over. You haven't walked in yet. And the far side of the room, it looks like there's holes in the floor. And these are open holes, but it's all dark. So your dark vision would help if you got a little closer and looked over. But you can't really see from where you are. It sounds like the creatures that are snoring are at the base of the stairs or around the base of the stairs, and you would have to take a step in to actually see them.
I use my tracking skills to determine how many there are.
No, it's a perception check, which you didn't do. Your passive perception. Let me see. No, not quite enough to figure out numbers. You know, there's more than one.
Okay.
You have to roll pretty well to identify like how many you think there are. Do you want to move in? Or are you done?
5, 10, 15. Yeah, I guess I can move in.
All
to
right.
the top of the stairs there.
Transport you now. You're going to fly across the map, so don't be scared.
Sure.
Do this in 2 stages. I got to make sure I put you in the right spot, so don't move.
As long as I'm sure I'm not stepping on anyone as I come in.
You are definitely not. You're on the landing.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So here's where I'm going to put you right here. The door is technically open behind you, but there's nothing behind. So can you see what I'm talking about? Let me see what.
Hang on, I gotta find it. I'm sure it's somewhere on my computer
I'm sorry,
screen.
it's down on the southeast part of the map. So down towards the bottom to the right. Yeah.
There it is. Okay, I got it.
That's way down to the right. You got it?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
All right. So what you're looking at is you're actually the landing's a little bit of a square. I'll put you right here. Because the squares are kind of off to where the landing is. So you move up on that landing. They don't seem to be just moving at all. So you see 4 sleeping, what appear to be those kobolds, and they're all just snoring. And there's some other bedrolls you can see available. There's some crates. They look like food storage, but it doesn't look like very appetizing food type stuff. And some dark, like almost tar-looking ale substance. In some of these barrels over here, they have one cracked open. There's some kobold feces around. It looks like they pee in the corner. So this kind of place kind of reminds you of the sewer a little bit.
Yeah, just like home.
There are. Let me just double check.
Oh, what was that? What did I just do?
Yeah, don't do any.
I'm not moving. I'm just trying to arrange it so I can see what's going on here. Again, my scroll bars and buttons are doing funky things. So.
It doesn't look like. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any. Let's see. Oh, so what it looks like is the stairs you're on actually continue down to the next level.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you can keep going down to a level below. And you can see that the stairs go down to probably an end here underneath. And you can hear additional snoring coming from that area.
Okay.
And are you done with your turn?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to poke my head back out and let them know that there's 4 in here and that there's probably more sleeping down below.
All right, it is Drell. What are you going to do? And this is the last turn on your current stealth. Too.
Yeah.
What would you like to do, sir?
Let's see. I'm going in.
All right. Are you stealthing in?
So far, yeah.
1, 2, 3. You've done 15 movement. It'll be 20 to go there. So that's half your movement basically to get you there. I'm going to move you to just behind. I'm going to have to swing you across the map here.
Whisk me away.
Patient.
DM.
Other layers of the map. Good.
You get all uncomfortable as a barbarian tries to jostle by me.
You're in the river drowning.
You are. I'm going to put you here. You're basically right behind. Can you see? You got to go down to that corner.
Yes, I can see.
All right, so that's the tower. So as I said, these stairs continue down through the wooden floor.
Yeah.
To the below, and there's all kinds of openings in the floor, and you can't see through the openings what's technically below you, but there's you can actually see through the floor. So there's actually you can see there are other cots. It looks like there's another bedroll in this corner. Both Drell and Cal, I should have told. Underneath this, on the next level down, where there's a sleeping. It sounds like one is right next to the stairs, sleeping here on the next level. So there's quite a few down there. There sounds like there's more down there than there are up here. You can see from it. It looks like just barely over in this corner. It looks like looking through the floor. Although it is 15 feet down, so it's a weird angle, but you think there might be another set of stairs going down from there to the level even below that.
Okay.
In apartment 9N.
And
you want to do this turn, or should I move on to Aurelia?
That's as much as I can move and be stealthy, right?
Yeah, well, you can dash as an action and move another, because your base movement's like 40, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
can
I'm gonna do that.
move another 4 squares but it's going to cost you 2 to move through Cal.
Yeah, so I can be right here.
So you could move to. Are you going to jump off the landing? It's a little bit.
Is that a landing?
Yeah, I was thinking landing. We're going to call it like a 1 foot landing, so it's not a big deal if you jump up.
Okay,
It won't cost you anything. First, I was thinking. I don't think it's actually supposed to be much of a landing. So
gotcha. So I'm right there.
Okay. So you jump down there.
Yeah.
You're silent. You still have you still have a 23 stealth going right now.
Yeah.
So especially with your winds going around. So no issues. Aurelius.
5, 10, and I'm moving in.
Going in as well. All right. Transition will take a little bit, but we'll get you guys all in there. Here we go. All right, we're almost there. All right. Yeah, this is not your final position. I'm just getting you in the room. All right, so you are technically right.
Oh, look at all the sleepies.
Yeah, you are technically right there at the moment. Let's close this door because it might open up to something that we don't.
Yeah, and right now I can see. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we don't want to see that stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta. I'm gonna lock.
Move me through Cal for 20, and then move me because I don't want to I don't want to open the door by accident.
All right, so it's 1, 2 to go through Cal.
Yes, that's 20 feet.
So these stairs go down. Are you going to step off onto the wood and stay on this level?
I'm going to stay. Let's go right. Let's go right to the bottom of these guys. This is all. The stairs go down. They don't
go to another level beyond this.
They go up below beyond this.
No, they go down through the floor.
Yeah, to the next floor down.
Okay, yeah. So I want to step
at the highest level.
I want to step next to this guy right here.
Okay, so you're staying on this floor level. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, since you're so stealthy, why don't you take a peek down below?
I have an awesome passive perception, and
you can hear that there are more snoring downstairs. You can also see through this floor. So because you're now at the edge of it. Yeah. So what you're seeing is it's open up. It's a stone floor below you down there, no longer a wooden floor.
Yeah.
You can see off in this corner under. So this is where I'm pinging is the level below you. There's another one sleeping over here. There seems to be one almost directly underneath where you are sleeping. And then you can't quite see from where you are, but you think there's another few in these corners sleeping. Okay. And then even looking through the floors, because it's a 15-foot high ceiling, you can see another stone stairway going down to the level below you.
I'm going to have Fee fly. She got a 40-foot movement, fly down to here.
So put her next to you.
Yep. And as an action, I'm going to make my hawk into my extra dimensional space and get rid of him. So you can leave him where he is. He's not good. Actually, I just leave my hawk up top. I don't do anything. I'm going to.
Is it really a hawk or is it an owl?
It's an owl. Sorry. Macho. Sorry. I'm thinking hockey.
You should have named him Hawk. And then
I should have named him Hockey. I don't know. That was
Spooty.
I can always change him. It just takes 10 gold. But put
Spooty and the blowhard.
Yeah. Be here. And I'm gonna look to Drell, and I'm gonna look to Cal, and I look at them, and I go look at them and go.
You have an M in your red circle.
You got mirthful.
Oh,
that's good. So the type of Fae he is.
Right. All right. Are you done?
That is going to be, and I'm going to ready an action if anybody wakes up to hit them. To actually, I don't have Kodama out yet. Kodama doesn't glow, right?
Kodama does have lightning crackling along its surface.
I don't pull Kodama out yet. Then I don't pull out my dagger.
You feel actually as Fee gets within 5 feet of you, you feel jealousy from Kodama, and it starts crackling towards the gem on the end of it.
Oh, I see that way. I'm gonna have Fee end right here.
Yeah, so you're gonna move Fee this way away.
Yeah, actually, I'll have Fee end right here. She got 40 feet. She can go 10 feet further than me.
She gives you a pouty look and waves a finger at you and then flies over here.
She takes you.
All right. Are you done, sir?
That's it. It's gonna be crackling in a minute.
You guys doing a good job. It does slow things up, but this is the smart move. All right. Where are you as? What are you doing? Going through the door?
Yeah, I'm back over here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So yeah, move through the door.
All right.
No, just wait right there.
You're still going stealthily, I take it?
I don't know how far away I am from Drell, but 4 right now without Drell.
Oh no, you're close enough to Drell for that. Yes.
Okay, good. Because otherwise, that's
They're all waking up.
otherwise I'm dropping a fireball.
I give him the hand up. I'm like, just stop right there. You wait here.
It's my thing. I want to go in. Nah,
That's what you brought us for. Not to
it's
bust up
true.
your
I
ass.
brought you guys to do this stuff while I just sit there.
All right, so here you are. Same
Oh my.
description as everybody
Blackout.
else.
Yep,
You were
yep,
at
yep.
that in that landing, which we decided was like we're going to call it 1.5 feet because that just makes me happy. Landing that is above the wooden, but then the stairs descend through the wood basically into the next level. Everybody is where they are. There's a little crack.
Yeah, I can't get by Cal anyway, so that also will
the
stop.
hilt of Kadoma.
You shall not pass.
So yeah, just put me in that little like in the doorway kind
You
of
have a
area.
new stealth check, and it's Cal's turn. You all
We
are
stealth
still-
checking again, or we have one more round of this?
Nope, this is you got to do the stealth
On
check.
your turn, make a stealth check and see if you fail.
You do have you are within Drell's pass without trace.
That's fine. I don't mind.
Better
So you
than
are
one. Not much.
3 right now, even with but we base 13 unfortunately on your roll. But these seem oblivious to the world. They whatever their passive perception or perception is not good. So
They're hard workers. They've been training.
They're going to be dead soon.
what would you like to do, Cal?
So I'm going to move right over here. And then I think we're all ready to just start whacking away, right?
Yeah, coup de grace quietly.
Yep. So I'm going to quietly
You
smack.
fly over there with your winged sandals, very stealthily. Thanks, and part to the pass without trace, which is one of the more awesome spells in D&D.
Thank you, sir.
And you just
Is that another crit? Jesus.
are you gonna use your staff on him? So I guess
Yeah, so I'm using my staff on this guy.
you can just snap it out with the tip of it. Basically thrust it into its temple as it sleeps, and you kill it. It is dead.
And then I shall move over here and dispatch this guy. Boop.
All right, roll again.
Oh, sorry, I didn't do the advantage.
Yeah, you do have
No
advantage
difference.
because they're sleeping, but you kill them anyway. You don't have to stop
Okay.
with that.
All right, so I'm not going to bother with the crit fishing. I'll
Same
save
thing.
that crit for another time.
That one's dead too.
That one's dead. I go, shh. And I am done.
All right, Drell.
I arrange them to make it look like they're still sleeping, but not dead.
I'm gently going to place the
You don't
blade
really
of my
have to do much.
axe
The only difference is they're not snoring and breathing rhythmically anymore.
near underneath the chin of this one here.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to press it down.
So you're just going to snap his neck?
Well, I'm trying to cut his head off.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah, roll.
Do
yeah,
I have advantage because he's asleep?
You absolutely have advantage. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so
You have to roll like
Written
double.
like jams here.
yeah,
You cut his. You do slit his throat. No problem.
Yeah. And then the next one.
Action.
Oh, my Lord, another crit.
All right.
Crits that we rolled tonight.
To the one to the right.
How
Yeah.
come we can have these crits against the Hydra?
Right?
Yeah, because of advantage, you got him. And he's dead. I mean, you don't. Are you really great weaponing?
I have been, yeah.
Okay. He's dead.
Overkill.
You go to the kobold and the bed and the floor beneath.
He's dead too. So they all four of them in the room have been incapacitated. Do you have any other things you're going to
I've got a ouch.
do? You have a 13 stealth. That was
I
a big
do.
roll. Even with a +10, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's as bad as it can get.
So far, none of you have the sleeping downstairs seems to continue. So you technically did all of that with your wall 13.
Blood's dripping down now.
Wake them up. Interestingly enough, these, like I said, their passive perception sucks ass. So they are out.
Yeah.
And it is Aurelius's turn.
All right,
Yeah.
I have an 8 stealth. And then I'm going to put an 8 in there for
You have
myself.
an 18 as long as you're within 30 of
30 feet. Now,
drow.
can I go down to the floor? And
Really dampening your noise you're making.
I'm gonna tiptoe over to Fee here and say, "Go down and kill them all downstairs." And then Fee's gonna fly down through the hole.
All right. When you step here,
And then return when they come. Yeah.
can you make me a dex?
Oh, what is it?
Let's call it a dex save.
A dex save. Okay, I can save by dexterity. Sure, I always fail these. I got a 21.
All right, the board starts to crack where you're stepping underneath your foot, but you're able to pull it back quick enough, and it doesn't make any additional noise beyond your stealth roll, and you don't have to worry about tumbling down.
I tell Fee, fly downstairs, kill them all, like we did up here. Like Drell did it, not like.
You want her to just fly down and start killing him?
Yeah.
All right.
Have her wait till we get down there too.
I'm gonna have her just do her thing.
Yeah, she gets 2 attacks. So.
All right.
I said, and I tell her. I'm gonna tell her. I tell her return when you're done.
All right. So it's 15 feet down for her to engage.
She got a 40-foot movement, flight, and she can teleport 30 feet.
So she basically has to fly down the house. So she flies. So she's flying 15 so far.
Yeah.
And she is going to. You're going to roll an attack for her. She
All
has
right.
advantage.
So here's Fee. That's her first roll is going to be a 18.
Oh, what'd you get for her stealth?
She was a 19 plus 3, so she's a 22.
And that includes the plus 10?
No.
Okay. So she's a 22 without the 10.
Right.
All right, good. And so she is going to hit and kill this guy. And you told her to kill them all before she comes back, right?
Yes.
So that's going to be a minute. All right. So she's moved 15, 20, 25. Do me another attack.
And then come back once they're all dead. Ooh, AC 12.
12 is actually going to hit.
Right, so I guess oops. Yeah, that's going to be 13 points of damage again.
He kills that guy.
Okay. He's on a rampage. Crystal Lake over here.
Moves 30.
She's very mirthful.
45, 40, and she's waiting here because there's more to kill. So
Yep.
she is next to somebody, but she is out of actions, unfortunately. So it is Azrael's turn.
Alrighty. Where can I
Careful of
get
the
in?
board right here.
So there's stairs going directly down right here, so you can just go down the stairs if you want.
I'm
You
just
need to
gonna
roll a new stealth check as you move to.
Oh yeah, okay. One second. I'll roll a stitch and then I can change it. Stealth.
It's a 5.
Yeah, that figures.
Right now, which is not bad.
Oh, that's not terrible.
You walked off to here on the floor.
That is all I'm doing right now. Yeah, just so people can go down below me. I don't want to be in the way of the flow
All right,
traffic.
Cal. It's your turn,
Can I
buddy.
fit through this gap right there?
Yeah, you can fly down through there. You want me to move you down there?
Yeah, so I'm going to fly down there stealthily,
1, 2, 3 off.
or whichever gap. If I can fly down this one, that's fine
Yeah,
too.
might be off by a little bit. 2, 3.
What's going on here?
So you're right there, roughly.
Okay,
You see?
I do.
All right.
So I will.
So you're down there with Fee. That was the one. These two are the one next to you is dead, and the one to the south of you is dead. And Fee is, she's like, it's like creepy fairy time. She's like tiptoeing, even though her wings are flying her, and she's got her rapier out, and she's moving in, and she looks back at you and gives
Rapier wit.
a child smile.
All right, so I'm going to finish my movement over here stealthily. Boop. Right there. Well,
Your
not
stealth-
on top of the guy, but
stealth
next to him.
What's your current stealth?
I should be 14, I think.
And that's
Next to
including the 10, right?
Yeah,
All right.
13.
13, so 15 feet away. I think you're still good. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you're fine. All right, so go ahead and swing.
Alrighty. Oop. Rackadoo.
All right, that will kill that one. Ooh, it's dead.
Dispatched. And then I'll move over and take my second swing at that guy.
All right, go ahead. Double ones would be bad. But that's not bad. You wipe that one out.
All right.
Same temple strike is working.
And I am done.
Where's this? Oh, that's what it is. All right. So you also see there's a door here to the southwest and a door to the south east on this tower, and there's all the arrow slits, obviously, where you know. All right, it is Drell's turn. What would you like?
So I'm going to move here, and then I'm going to fly down.
All right, so that puts you 1, 2, 3. I think you're right here. So you fly down, you see Cal standing over 2 more dead ones. Fee is hovering over this one here. She has not killed it yet, and the other one here is not dead yet either. I just moved them by accident.
He rolls over.
Can you see all that?
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to attack this guy.
Okay.
Gently trying to remove his head.
For so many reasons.
Like you're slicing bologna.
17.
Yeah, that'll kill him.
And the next guy.
No more back attack.
Advantageous place for me to. Yeah, it's too bad there's never more than 2.
All right. Unless you rolled snake eyes, you're probably good to go. It's another dead one.
He's got the -5, so actually you could roll.
Looks like this room has been cleaned up. You don't hear anything. You guys do hear coming from this direction the faint sounds of grunting. All those.
Yeah, that's your training room.
They're fainter coming through the door than they were through that roof patch. But
this one probably goes back out to that lower.
Then there's these steps
outside the castle area, right?
Now, that door goes. Look, from what you remember from outside, that goes onto the wall.
Yeah,
back out onto the wall. Yeah,
the steps below you. So they go down. Do an arrow. So they go down this way.
Yeah.
And you hear check something out. You hear the smashing of some wood. Sounds like something being broken. And then you hear a low guttural growl. I'll hear it come up through that.
That sounds like something for you, Drow.
Where did it come from?
Down the stairs.
Somebody caught our scent.
Yeah, you got an 18. What's your current stealth Cal again? I'm sorry.
13.
Oh, it's 13?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go get him, Tiger.
Growl.
Does that count? Does that count with Drell's next to me?
Well, what did you had a 13 with Drell or base?
I think my
base.
I think my base is 13, so I'm 23, I guess, right?
Maybe 23 with him next year, yes.
Okay.
I thought some of you had low rolls, but it's not in your thing, so I can't tell when it's not in your bubble.
Yeah, I don't think I can roll. I don't think I could naturally roll a 13. Well, if I'm standing next to Drell, I couldn't, but
right. You're right. That's true. All right. Let's see here. No, you're good. All right. It is Aurelius's turn, I believe, right? Are you
All
done,
right.
Greg?
Move me to the
Yeah,
bottom.
I'm done.
The
I got
bottom of
nothing more I can do.
move me to the bottom of the stairs. That down here. I'm following down to see where Fee went and everybody else. Oops. And so
This is the bottom of the stairs right here.
got it. All right. That's the bottom of the stairs. Now, how much movement did it take me to get there? So I can calculate it.
It took you 1, 2.
2. So I'm going to move to 3 to here. Oops. Is it actually, yeah, I moved to 3 to there. That's 15 feet. And I'm going to ready an action to I don't want to make any noise. And I'm going to dodge in case get ready to dodge in case anybody comes in, even though I got my cloak on, just in case.
Okay.
And then Fee, I tell Fee, where the hell, Joe? I said,
as
I'm going to have Fee, I say, Fee,
tell Fee something
watch the
first?
doors. And I'm going to Fee move over there and get ready to attack. She readies an action to attack anybody that comes near her.
Okay.
What'd you say?
It's your turn, as.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bottom of the stairs. So let's move it down. What? There we go. All right, now that I'm back here,
That took you to 2 squares. Well, actually, from where you were, I think it
I
was.
took me 3. I'm pretty sure that's too high.
And this is so you guys, there's no noise coming from there. Well, let me check. Yeah. Maybe there's noise. Let me give you.
Okay, I'm gonna hang out here for the time being, relax.
Yeah, you guys, you can hear the low growls from like a guttural, like low, like kind of, like when a dog or something gets like defensive coming from up these stairs.
Really wish I had stone shape.
Those stairs
I
go
would just be like, no stairs.
These go down.
down. Okay.
They go down. Let me double check which way they go down. Yeah, so they go down. Yeah, so you have to go down entering this way. So they go down into the floor this way. So
Okay.
And we got doors going out. Gotcha.
And you hear
Yeah, and there's one door that we know that's going towards that area, the training area.
like a low growl coming from basically that direction.
Okay. I'm stopping here for my turn. So
Actually, give me an insight check.
who?
As just happens to be your turn.
Okay, got it. Insight.
I assist.
No, I'm just doing it by myself because I'm cool like that. 15.
15. So you think that this, whatever's making that noise, is just doing a horrible job at trying to be stealthily while not forgetting that it's actually growling at the same time.
Yeah, so that's some sort of creature. So I'm guaranteeing you're all here.
Growl, with that insight, the growl seems like just angry.
Yeah, we're gonna smoke angry.
Furious angry.
Does it sound like
We
it's
have
getting
somebody who's-
closer or staying where it's at?
No, it's just down there doing its thing, whatever that is. And it's just angry. Most of you guys have pretty good passive insight, so you can
Yeah,
all-
don't mess with whatever's down there.
except for
Seems
Drell.
to be
Drell
best.
thinks he wants to party.
We know where this
But it's Drell's kind of party. So are you done?
Let's not go that way. I mean, I'm gonna go that. I'm done.
Joe likes to party.
You
Joe
guys can also
likes
hear,
to party.
most of you guys passive perception, especially you. Actually, with your passive perception, that's a large creature down there.
Large creature. That's probably okay.
And it's good sized with the way it's breathing and it's growling. And you can hear what sounds like training and like working out going out on the other side of this door here.
Jazzercise.
Oops, I'm not on the wrong thing here. The other side.
Yeah, so I'm assuming the working out's not gonna help us. I mean, we'll figure out people want to go
All right.
towards the beast or towards the training.
Or out into the sunshine.
Yeah.
Cal, you leading the way.
Which way are we going? Down or out?
I don't like the idea of leaving anything growlingly angry behind us.
Pointing down like this.
Yeah. You want to go down?
Kobolds, that could be a thing.
All right.
If the kobolds try to come and party, they have to go down the stairs. That helps us out.
That helps us out if they come down the stairs.
Well, I'm saying they'd be funneled down the stairs. So it would mess them up in their movement.
Okay. I'm going to stealthily come over to the stairs here. And then stealthily go down just to the point where I can see what's going on down there.
It's like poke your head at an angle.
I'm poking my head down there.
Don't worry, little brother. There are more.
All right, so you're going down the stairs a little bit and then peering. So the stairs continue. There's a stone wall next to the stairs.
Yeah.
So I can. I think this will show you right if I show you. So let's try this without trying to give anything
Those
away.
sort of spirals down like a tunneled stair.
I think this should show you right. Yeah. So that's what you see.
All right, where is it?
It's the bottom
Part
of
the map is it on?
I'll go up north.
Okay, I see it.
So you're coming from this direction behind you.
I see.
The
Okay.
stairs come down to the floor, but it's all stone on your right, so you can't see anything. And
I'll continue down
there is
and wave everyone down.
the low growl is coming from the other side of this stone wall.
Yeah. I'll continue down.
All right, I'm going to move you just so you don't come off that. So how you got? It's one. Stop moving. One,
Okay.
2, 3 gets you here. And your stealth is currently at 23, but you're going. I don't think that stuff wraps around corners too well. Like when you get to this point, I don't think so. You're starting to run out of. Let me check.
Okay, I'm going to wait here.
Run out of drill magic.
Double check.
There's plenty of me to go around.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're just so you wouldn't know that, but so you have a 13 without him, right?
Yes.
All right.
Well, I wave them as I go down the stairs. I wave for them to follow me. So.
Right, but where he is and the way it would have to wrap around, you unfortunately stepped just.
Oh, it doesn't go through walls.
So it can't penetrate walls. It can wrap around in most area effect things, but because it can't quite reach it. So you are just outside of it with your 13.
And roll initiative.
Yeah, we're gonna need to do initiative.
All right, let's do it. Finally, some stand-up fighting here. I'm waiting for this. All right, don't forget to clear the chart, Johnny. Don't forget to click your character.
Before anybody clicks on it. All right.
We're ready. Let's do it.
Are we in a new stealth round now too?
I don't think it's going to make a difference, my friend. That makes
Yeah, you have to.
Thanks for that advantage, barbarian class.
Oh
3 and a
my!
4.
Your name went from Oma to Oh my.
Oh my, Agrazdrel. Ugh.
Makes you feel better. Cal can't be surprised, and he goes first.
Well, then there's no surprise at this. We're not between him and
Let's
this.
put it. The surprise is going to be how bloody
All right.
Cal gets one round.
Missing as I need you.
Oh, yeah.
I drank the healing potion already.
I got distracted by this.
I got to get one of those helmets with the little beer cans in it. It was a healing potion, which comes in your mouth.
Then you can just do it as a bonus action.
For Cal,
Just need an initiative from you, Ad, so I can move on. All
like a funnel.
right, there you go.
We have to get our inventor gnome to
Cal,
whip something up.
Okay. Asrelius, we'll go together. Follow me.
what are you gonna do, Cal?
Oh boy.
At the moment, you hear the reason we're gonna go.
Have I been? Do I sense that I've been noticed yet?
Well, the reason that we rolled the niche is because you
I woke the beast.
well, you could hear the
Breathing check.
growling intensifying, like it was getting ready to do something. So that's why we rolled the niche. So you have a moment here where you hear the growl intensifying and building up, and you can choose to do whatever your little heart desires at that moment.
Alrighty. How far behind me is everyone?
He's 30 feet anyway, you know.
Or you don't know.
Well,
You don't know. You only know what you can see because you can't. There's no.
We're all going out that door up here.
I don't think
no one followed me on this turn.
No, because you went before them, and this all happened when you poked the bear.
Well, that was the end of my turn, right?
Well, we weren't in turns in initiative yet. Technically, turns we were just doing.
So right now, initiative just started. So what are you doing?
Right. So you basically poke the bear. The combat started, and so we rolled initiative. You rolled first. If you want to not do anything, that's fine. But right now, there's nobody behind you or anybody. Nobody got a chance before you went far enough to.
See, that was not my plan. My plan was to have them right behind me, but okay.
Right, but you went beyond. So what happened is,
no, I know, but my plan was that they'd all be right there with me.
You went beyond the thing. He sensed you. He'd already kind of sensed you guys beforehand. He started roaring as if he's going to attack. Your initiative allows you to be faster than him, so you sense that there's an aggressive animal very close to you. What would you like to do? And the other guy
really says go back up the stairs, but
you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I found.
Well, let's have at it. Here we go. I'm going to step in.
All right.
And I guess I will engage it. Boom.
Try to kill it before I have to drop my stealth.
There you go. So I'm going to attack it. There we go. Did I sneak up on it? Did I scare it?
It's only got 10 hit points, so what are you worried about?
Oh, there you
All
go.
right, there you go.
I think this one has a few more.
There's no sneaking. He knows exactly where you are.
Okay.
So
just regular attacks.
Yeah. So you can come out. He's facing you. He's growling. What you're looking at before you go nuts here, but we'll take that roll. You are looking at this large lion-like creature with torn up bat wings. I'll give you a cool description of it. And a picture.
That's so mine.
This is much larger than any creature that you've ever seen like this before. It's huge. And it is scarred and wizened visage. And he has long sword length teeth that jut out of the bottom of his mouth and the top of his mouth in crazy rows that grind and clatter together. His coloration is like dirty crimson, and his black wings appear to be withered. So here's what he looks like.
I feel like Sid from Toy Story made this.
It's a Manticore, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, who?
King of the Manticore.
Yeah, it's not the Manticore. It's the king of the Manticore.
His name.
God damn
I
it.
found where the ring is. It's probably not somewhere.
He's the barb.
Well, come again.
By the way, he is also standing on. If you look around the, here I'll move him over the side here. You can see there's all kinds of treasure and there's some containers here, but there's all kinds of gold all under his feet. All right, so you hit him upside the head.
Right.
I don't think. I'm not sure he has any.
Oh, I want to use that monster so badly. Now I got to fight it.
And then I move around to this side of him.
So cool.
And take my second
I
swing.
love that name, Barb, King of the Manticore.
The first one you hit him upside the head. Let's do that.
Not the queen, not the prince. No, he's
Is he bloodied yet?
No,
he's
not
not
yet.
a squire of Manticores. He's the whole king. Is that
There's
self-proclaimed?
my second attack. Come on, baby. Oh, I got the same thing.
Same
Wow.
title.
Yeah, is he like officially coronated as king, or is it a nickname?
All
Is
right.
he nobility or royalty? Or do you know the
I
difference?
will use
Very
a
hard.
key point and dodge my ass.
All right. So you spend a key point to dodge.
Now you get bloody. Do it again.
Actually, I just didn't put him on the chart, but he actually has a 19, so he's right after you.
Saw that coming.
I just didn't want to show you.
This is why I give Cal Death Ward. This is why I do it.
Adam.
Don't know how it always happens to you, but it's always Cal.
That's why I brought you, Cal. Go find the danger. Okay, we know where it is. Drell, let's get him.
I think I sniffed it out.
All right. So what he does is he's going to pull out of his ass a DM move, which is after anybody's turn, he can use his legendary action. So this isn't even his turn. He's going to
Ooh, legendary creature.
action,
Goddamn.
and he is.
I yell, help! You hear yip, 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 yip.
I turn back to Az. He goes, this is something he must do by himself.
He becomes an adult dog today.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
I want to be be a puppy. I want to be a
trying to
puppy.
euthanize me.
So he's going to move without provoking an attack of opportunity as his legendary action.
Oh, the fucker.
And he's going to go 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no. He's going to find his subject.
Is he running away because you hurt him?
I guess so. I think he's bloodied. He's red.
Right now, we're like, I wonder what happened to Ash.
And then, so now his actual turn happens. That was just his legendary action. And so he shoots through this doorway. It's like a curtain here, a drape. And he's like, throws it aside. He roars. You hear some like draconic chattering coming back at him. And then he is going to shoot at you.
16 shots at plus 10.
So these all have advantage, which will nullify your dodge because he moved over 20 feet.
What?
Holy smokes.
What?
Going to shoot you 3 times.
With what?
You can catch and throw it back, though.
With his tail.
Again.
What's taking Cal so long? The basement can't be that big.
It didn't sound that bad down there.
But you guys can hear all the roaring going on.
Ooh, whoa, pin up calendar.
This gives me Monster Hunter vibe. Just hearing like, oh crap, don't want to deal with that.
Miss.
Hit you once with all those straight up shots.
Yeah, where's my 1d10? Hang on, I got to roll a d10.
No, you got to hit you. He's got to hit you if you get your 1d10. He didn't hit you.
Oh, you missed with them all? Okay.
Yeah, he missed with every single one of them, unfortunately. For him. Unfortunately.
I hide behind the table.
Thank God Johnny's back to his
Disadvantage
regular
with that
roll.
angle that he's shooting at. I'm kind of
No, I
hidden by
tried
the door.
testing out dice, but
He's no Hydra, let's put it that way.
Let's see, where's the here they are.
That thing was so like I was.
I hit an AC
That
of
Hydra
30,
was such
I hit an
a-
AC of 29. I hit AC.
Well, the thing is, like, we're fighting, like, oh, it's not that bad. It's it gets more heads. You're like, oh, it's rolling like 29, 30, 29, 30. Like, oh my God.
It's freaking nasty. Johnny was on a roll.
I was even reducing it by like a D6 each time it attacked. And it couldn't move and had disadvantage. It was just going off.
Oof.
So those guys, just adding to the these kobolds that he shouts out to. And I gotta add some other dudes here.
I'm sorry, kobolds. You must meet my friend.
Told you, should have picked them off first.
These guys are all in a surprise round, though, so they're not going to act. I'm just getting them on the board.
Like monk kobolds? Oh God.
Yeah, well, they look at pack attack too.
So that was his
I
turn.
had like freaking invasion too, because I'm monk
And now
kobolds.
it is Aurelius's turn. So you hear all this roaring.
All right. So we know that with Cal's in trouble, we are immediately going to start bonus to River Dance. Our Blitzing 5, 10, 15, 20.
Irish step dance.
Would you put me down the stairs and tell me how much distance that takes?
How much did you move so far?
That's 20 so far.
Okay.
I'm going to remove my stealth. I don't
No need to be stealthy anymore.
All right. The squares are a little off. So your 20 gets you to there. So you can only see this quarter going to the bottom there.
Yep. Okay. In that case, I am going to, now I can see where I am. And going down is going this way, correct?
So yeah, it'll be 1, 2, 3 to get here.
Okay. So three. Okay. So that was 20, 25, 30 to there.
Yeah.
35 to there. Okay.
Okay.
That's what I can see.
Now you can see.
Well, you'll fireball the door.
Right here. And then Cal's over here. There's a bunch of corals pinned. There's all the treasure there. There's broken tables. This used to be like a dining hall, like a great room kind of in the bottom of the tower, but they're all shattered and broken. And the giant manticore with the withered wings and super long teeth that are jutting out of everywhere. And the contorted look on his face is looking back at you through the he's kind of using it to try to get some cover. But that is what's
All
going
right.
on.
Can you block that door?
Can I block it? No, that's what I brought Avs for. Right now, I'm going to throw a synaptic static at the guy. So make a DC 17 intelligence save.
20-foot radius, baby.
Let's hope he's a dumb king.
Wraps around corners, and I don't know if it gets anybody else, but
there's going to be a bunch of people in there. But it's 20-foot radius. You said
20-foot radius from that point.
Centering on him because you can't really see past him. So
I can see right to. I can't see past him.
Well, he's blocking that entrance.
Okay, so I'm going to send. Yeah, I'm going to put it. I don't
center it on him. I mean,
I'm going to put it. I'm going to throw it on him. Can I put it right there?
Yeah, you can put it there. That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to get a lot of people. You can put it so it just misses Cal. You're fine.
Okay. All right. I want to put it. I want to put it like right there. But if I can get him, I want to put it right there.
There's an intelligence save.
Intelligence save DC 17. Let me throw that out there for you. And my new favorite spell.
20 is it.
34 points of damage. He takes 17 for the save.
Wow, great rolling on the damage.
Yeah, that was nice.
He takes 13 damage.
He takes 17 on
17.
17 damage.
Yeah.
Um,
and if the intelligence is 2 or lower, it can't be affected. If the intelligence is 2 or less.
Not 2 or lower.
So I'm not affected. Sweet.
So just FYI, I've got a hard stop at 9:30.
Yeah, we can stop in the middle of the round too. That's fine.
Yeah.
I just want to finish Fee up. So.
Yeah, we'll just finish Joe's round.
Yeah, I'll finish after. We can finish after Riley's turn.
On Joe's round. So there is. It's gonna go through. Let me get a tape measure thing out here. So it's gonna be. It's gonna get that guy. That
go in the old-fashioned way.
So it's gonna get 4 other dudes.
So 20 feet.
So let's do the these guys.
And if they fail it, that is a big one.
They instantly die, don't they?
I'm gonna get 3 intelligence saves from these guys.
A little heads pop.
Yep. Wink.
2, 3.
Oh, so close. Okay, that's 34 points.
They are all going to fail. So what happens? I think actually
it's 34 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And then remember they get minus D6 to all their attack rolls. So keep that.
I'll mark them with that little null sign. So we remember minus. They took 36. You said
34 points of damage.
34.
Yeah.
So they are all bloody too.
Oh, I'm just getting warmed up with you guys. I brought me a drill.
I'm coming.
Well, as
next week.
That's a good point. The full strength of the desert comes slowly.
I don't know what we got back there, but there's a bunch of them.
All right.
They're mini cores.
Yeah, you can.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I'll just wrap. We won't do your.
All right, Joe. Have a good week.
Good night. Have a good week, everybody.
Yeah, we'll stop at drill. So it'll be Az and myself, and then we'll stop.
Yeah. We can stop there.
And then there's one down here that is a different guy. Got to make his save.
Wraps around corners too.
Yeah, there's only one guy down there. It won't go through the door though.
Yeah, no, it won't go through. Doesn't go through solid objects.
These guys aren't very intelligent, so it's all good.
Well, if they're 2 or less, they don't take any damage. Go figure.
They're not that low.
All right.
So that's another fail. So he takes
34 points of
minus 34
psychic damage.
He also has the issue. So boom. All right.
Bleeding out their ears.
So do you have anything else going on?
Yeah, I'm going to move forward here. Take my last movement. Sorry, wrong thing. That's 40 feet to there. That's as far as I can move. And then I'm going to say, Fee, attack! And Fee's going to come in.
All right. Does Fee have enough movement to get?
She has 40 feet of movement from where she is. So I think it's
2, 3, 4. 4 is 20.
And then she can move.
6, 7, 8 gets her here.
It gets her there. Okay. I can't see what she can see. So can she see anything besides the Manticore?
Her vision's not enabled, so I'll just do it without it. She can't get past the Manticore. Well, she could move. It just costs double movement.
Well, she can teleport. She
there.
can teleport is the thing.
Okay, there is this person. She can't really because they're up against the wall. She can't really see anything.
Right, she can't see him. So this is as far as she can go.
So she's gonna fly right up against him.
So she's gonna fly up to him.
Yeah.
And then she's that's a teleport. So on a teleport, can she see anybody else in the room besides him standing there in the doorway?
I don't believe no, because he's around the corner. He's around. She can see. There's somebody directly, like she could probably see through his legs. That's over here.
Okay, nobody with. It's gonna be within 10 feet.
No, he's not within 10 feet.
There's nobody else within 10 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
So then she's just gonna attack him twice.
Because she teleported right now.
She teleported. At the end of her teleport, she can cast her mirthful thing. And that allows her to make a charmed attempt on anybody, but it's no point in attacking him because he is can't do
All right,
that.
attack away then.
All right, and I'm just gonna do temporary hit points up, and so don't forget. And Fiona's gonna go regular attack on him, and regular attack. Oops, that's not him. Sorry, cancel. And regular attack on him.
I feel like we're beating up the guys at the Isle of Misfit Toys.
Well, he is the king, so I assume 13 misses.
13 misses.
King Moonraiser.
He'll take 15 points. He'll take 11 piercing and 4 force.
He takes
Something like that.
So 15.
Yeah.
I think
And
you're right, it was Moon
that's going
Piercer.
to be.
Or no, it's the train.
She
Moon
can't
Piercer is
see.
the train.
Let me just make sure. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything before I
Google it, my
let
fingertips.
the mirthful thing go. Hold on. One creature within 10 feet. So, and I said, just the question is, she can't see this guy here. I can
Moon
see this guy,
Racer.
but she can't see him, right?
Moon Racer, there it is. Okay.
All right.
So she cannot see this guy here, right? Because I can see him, but she can.
I don't think so where the wall is. She shouldn't be able to see him. I don't know if I drew the wall correctly.
That's right. If she can't see him. She can't see him. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Of my turn. She can't see him.
Up against it, so
Yeah, but she can't see him. She can't see him. All right.
yeah, I don't think she can see him. He's also small, like she is. So.
All right. And I draw Kadoma out during my movement.
As a legendary action, he is going to roar. That's going to affect all of you folks in that room. And let me see.
He's doing what?
He's gonna roar.
Oh.
Roar.
Roar. Roar. Roof. Don't worry, little brother.
Rock or his bite.
Don't worry, little brother. There are more.
Don't think it's going to reach. Yes, technically.
Depends how far it is.
You have such good passive perception. You should be able to hear.
It's not how that works. You've clarified that before.
And he's right below you.
The wraps around wall and there's other things magical.
Right. I'm not going to use it on you. So Fee, Cal, and Aurelius have to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
All right, this is for Fee. Fee's gonna fail it. Because her wisdom is she's immunity to charm. It's not a charm spell, right?
Let's go, Cal.
Not sure.
I got a 22.
Cal, you pass.
And then wisdom. I'm gonna get a 19. I don't know if that passes or
All right,
not.
so you two pass. So Fee is afraid until the end of her next turn.
She's afraid, and I'm gonna
Put an
put
afraid mark on him. That was his legendary, which brings us to Az.
All right. Takes me 4 to get to the stairs, so 20, and then going down the stairs. I don't know how much movement that takes.
So 1 to go there. Or did you count this square here yet?
I've not counted that square. That'll be 25.
5 and 30 gets you here.
Oh, I see nothing.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're still in the stairwell.
I cannot firewall in that case. So
that's unfortunate because we can use it right now.
3. Yeah, I want to really badly. might have heard you guys. 4, 5. All right. I'm gonna do that.
Welcome to the party.
Are you done, sir?
He does not look nice. Is this table upright?
No, it's on. It's broken on the ground.
Broken there, so I can't kick it up on its side. Damn.
It's just laying
Grab the
there.
signal. Let's go.
Probably like
Thinking about that.
once
Kick it up on its side,
everything in here
and then
just-
rummage through the gold for your ring.
Well, I want to keep it on its side, and I could hide behind it for cover while I was doing anything else. But I don't think I can, right?
Well, yeah, Fee's protecting us right now. She's got to go through Fee to get to us.
Yeah. And then I don't have any other bonus action I can throw. Nobody's
Right
been.
behind the wall you came down from the stairwell.
The tables aren't broken. The benches are just pushed over.
How you want? I really want to fluff it up. And then nobody's been hit yet, right?
What's that?
No.
All right. So no healing needed to be done there. Okay, that'll be my turn then.
All right. I
With
will
my
do
wall of fire, but I
legendary action and
can't
then
bonus
we'll-
action.
As his legendary action, he moves without attacks of opportunity.
Son of a bitch. He's scared of that.
Yeah, we're definitely walling off that hallway. Fire.
I say you throw a fireball in there. That's been doing a great job on them.
That's true.
Throw a fireball, then wall it off, and then we'll root through this pile of gold to see if we can't find the ring. So he probably has it, doesn't he, that fucker?
So, the synaptic static's nasty. So all those whatever
Yeah.
minions are in there, which were pretty tough, all took 34 points of damage, and they all have minus D6 to hit us. So,
Yeah.
That was
That's
his
pretty nice.
action, and
Ooh, I could just drop a dawn in there if I wanted to.
seems to be. He is speaking in Draconic and yelling out various things.
This dude definitely runs this joint.
So we will
Dawn's
end
a 30-foot radius.
me adding more people to the chat.
Okay.
It's going to kill them all one by one till we got to him.
Well,
Oh, because Dawn's daylight. Oh, holy shit, that'd be huge.
yeah, Fee is. And they have disadvantage on daylight usually.
That's what I'm thinking. Dawn, I could drop a Dawn there. It's a 30-foot radius, 45 cylinders. Drop it in there, just let it sit there for a while.
Yeah, so Fee.
And then we root through the money.
It will be a speed bump for them, but she's a speed bump, and then I'll get us a chance to all get down here and then stick drill in the door.
Yeah, it's just going to cost me 100 gold piece gem. So
Drop Dawn on there. We'll reimburse you from that. We'll give you some.
but I have one.
We
I'm
got
not worried about
lots
it.
of gems.
I've got one already, so I'm not worried about it. That's what I have.
A
one
whole
for.
pile right there.
Yeah, anything that's like goes to that, we'll just take out of the party treasure. It's still got 1,000 gold in it, and we'll replenish it after this one.
That looks like a pretty
Yeah.
healthy pile right there.
I'm not worried about it.
Find out. All right, so that's it for tonight.
Achievement unlocked! You've made it to the end of another D6 Generation episode, the podcast whose humor has universally been acclaimed as not too horrible. Please let us know what you thought of the show by emailing us at info@the d6generation.com. If for some inexplicable reason you actually enjoyed this show, you can help others find out about it by leaving positive reviews on iTunes. Thanks for listening and happy gaming.